Well, this is my naked man again. So, here we go. Welcome to the bonfire again. Exactly this bonfire you can see near the building, near the blacksmith. Well, this game shouldn't be lagging. You should be hearing the sounds. I think all the necessary sounds. I want to remind this is Arcanum. This is one of my favorite old school hardcore RPGs. I'm wearing nothing because this is how it should be for now, because my dress, the dress that I want to have, is in Tarant. I'm not in Tarant yet. Tarant is a city, so I'm going to show the map. This is the world map, and I need to go to Tarant here, and I'm here, and I won't be going to Tarant yet. I'm going to be, or maybe I should go to Durnholm now. Let me think. I'm level 6. So that means that probably I could be venturing forward. I need to improve charisma quite a lot to join Magnus. What is Magnus's level, I wonder? I don't remember. So let's see. Checking the metal can again, of course, if there is something for me. Well, of course, boots, and I'm going to put them on. At least I'll have some boots, I think. Yeah, but they're not changing anything in my case. Nothing. Of course. No surprise here. So, let's wait, maybe some more people will join. So far I'm going to be just roaming around, talking about what's happening. And so last time what happened? We crashed from the we crashed on the Zeppelin. I don't know, like the Zeppelin crashed, and we also crashed with it because we were traveling by that Zeppelin, and we saw at the landing site there was a dying gnome who died, and we strangely survived. And so after that, we met Virgil, this guy in the
What is it that you want of me?
in the robe, and he told us that we are a reincarnation, or the reincarnation of some very important guy, and we of course didn't believe that, and he tried to convince us, and we agreed to go with him to some Joachim, his boss, manager, advisor. Joachim was nowhere to be found in the first city, so we need to go searching for him. And I'm just running across this like immense field because I'm trying to tell what the story was. And so we walked around with Virgil, completed some quests. Then we went to the bar, to the inn, and met Sog, this ogre, and he joined our company. Smashed some skulls to escape the city because the breach was blocked by some bandits. After that, we went to Durnholm, another city, which is a dying kingdom, and we joined Jaina, who is a herbalist, and she makes for us some nice medicine, which we later, of course, sell, because I'm not going to rely on any medicine. We are going to just try to receive no damage at all. So now I'm going to use fast travel. So you see, I was running for like 3 minutes, I think, and I moved like slightly, a little bit, till Tarant, and actually Arcanum is believed to have the longest map ever, that you will have to run and run and run and run and never finish. I think somebody was calculating this, and that was like 20 hours of real life to cross all the maps, all the map here, and that's pretty awesome, I should say. I mean, that's would you spend your life this way? I don't think so. So as you travel across the map, you'll bump occasionally into some places. So we are now at well, first we have to savagely kill one monster, then we will go on to the Torg's altar. So this is how you find some interesting places. So Torg's altar, Torg is a kind of god, and so there is a poem devoted to him. Great Torg, mighty Torg, you know our bone and blood. Great Torg, mighty Torg, your fury like a flood. Old Torg, wise Torg, your children lost their way. Old Torg, wise Torg, their hearts, the price is paid. Great Torg, mighty Torg, I bring you rubies of red. Old Torg, wise Torg, my heart is yours until I'm dead. So that's this poem actually has the key about what I have to sacrifice to get his blessing. So the poem told us that I have to sacrifice to bring him, this god, a ruby gemstone, but I have no rubies yet.
What is it that you want?
Basically, Torg is not the most interesting god to worship to, because he will give you, I think it's +1 constitution, which will give me this fatigue pool, and it will also improve my resistance to poison. So I mean, that's basically the least necessary skill I think I need, maybe after beauty. So beauty, not that I'm saying that beauty is not important, no, but I will, as I told in the last stream, beauty I need to have like 9 for one character to fall in love with me, because it's quest character, and I need her to love me, to have a relationship, to kind of immerse completely into the game. But I will be able to increase this skill later, and like 9 will be enough for the whole game. I won't need anything else. And so after that, I will probably leave beauty untouched, and then constitution can be something useful. So constitution is like top 2 in the unnecessary skills list. So now I'm in Tarant actually, and I'm pretty sad Kostya is not seeing this because he was so looking forward to being in Tarant. Tarant is massive industrial city now. It's not a town, it's a city, and it has metro. You see, Krasnoyarsk doesn't have metro, but Tarant has, and Tarant is set in like I think close to 17th, 18th century. Come on, no, of course not. 19th century, because there is train, there is like a lot of guns and so on, and metro and ships, and like you see the industrial area here, and more industrial places, and this palace, which is the palace which belongs to the guy who created steam engine, and some other machines. And so there is a lot of stuff here to explore. The graveyard. So basically, of course, it's not that it looks especially appealing or beautiful, especially after modern games, which are like exactly the representation of aesthetics themselves. But what I can say is what you could find inside. Like, for example, well, there is a kind of bordel here, public house in this building, and I'll have to, I think, make sure that my stream is 18 plus so that I can tell more about this place, but I think I'll tell about it later. So there is this guy who can sell me some newspapers, which is a funny thing to do at night. I don't know why he's not going home to sleep for some time. Man, you have to rest a little bit. But anyway, not that I should bother about his life, I guess. So finally, what we can do? We can. Do I have something to sell? No. I can go to this place. You see. This is the moment of truth. These guys are coming. They are the sellers. The tailor. I hope it is Tom Taylor, one of my favorite brands. Used to be, at least before I discovered online shopping. So this guy is... Upon my word, I would be gratified if you were to cover your nakedness, man. You should actually take into account that I'm here exactly because of this fact that I'm naked, so instead of making insulting comments, could you please just help me? So first I'm going to pretend I was insulted by him and like ask other questions. So what can you tell me about P. Schuyler and Sons? Interesting name of company, very old name, and that's all. Like, and I don't think that it is very like precious information, but I have no option. I should say you have been most kind. Yeah, I can ask him again, and we can be thanking each other all the time. And actually, see, he's suspicious. He is 38 in reaction, and that means that he doesn't really like me, probably because of this my attire that I'm wearing no clothes. And this is why I'm here. I'm going to buy the smoking jacket. Yeah, that's what I came for. I could buy a top hat, the cylinder, and leather gloves to be absolutely... And and I can buy ladies' fancy boots just for the sake of the argument. I mean, actually... No, well, I don't want to make it too ridiculous. I could buy this white jacket. What's that? Large manservants uniform. So manservants, of course. So, and large nice suit, they say. I mean, those sellers don't have any humility. They compliment their own clothes. But that's fine. And why I'm buying the red one? Not because I want to look extravagant or flamboyant, but it's because this jacket, you see, it gives in the description plus 20 reaction, while this jacket and this jacket, they give nothing, just like nothing, and that's all. So I need this smoking jacket, and I think I'll buy the boots because I want to be really, really cool. And the hat and the gloves. What am I doing? I mean, I've never done this before. This is actually the most stupid thing you could do in Arcanum. And you see, he doesn't want to buy the worn shoes that I found in a dustbin, but I can't blame him for that too much. So let me put this on, and this, and this, and this. So actually, if I appeared in this wonderful outfit somewhere on public, I don't think they would appreciate it too much because, well, the boots don't really go with the gloves. I mean, these are different colors, right? And the smoking jacket is like crying red color, and it also doesn't go with the boots and the gloves, and the top hat is black. Well, that's pretty balanced, I would say. By the way, it doesn't give me damage. No, it gives me defense. I mean, how much defense do you get from gloves? Because maybe your feet are not as injured in case of some fight. But what will change the opinion of the society about me is my wonderful revolver. And what if the revolver isn't enough? I have 292 bullets to convince 292 people to like me. So that's, I think, enough. Well, look at this, gentlemen. I mean, I'm not naked anymore. I'm not naked. My name is a funny guy, by the way. So I'm not naked. I have plus reaction. So now Virgil loves me. He is 86 reaction, and Jaina 88 reaction, and even Sog, the ogre, started to like me with 68 courteous reaction. And by the way, the tailor, you see, now has 58, which is neutral. So absolutely drastical change, I would say. Well, the next thing I'm gonna do is check Magnus's location. His level is 8, which is a problem for me, I think. I need charisma 8. I need charisma 15 to join him. So I will be able to get a level point when I get to level 7, of course. So it will be charisma 13, and then level 8 charisma 14. But to join Magnus, I'll need charisma 15. How can I do that, and why do I want to do that? Because Magnus, all your companions level up with you. So they, if you're level 6, they all level 6. Maximum they can be level 7, one level more than you, but then it will equalize. So if I join Magnus when I'm level 9 and he's level 8, he will always be level 8, and it's kind of, I mean, that's kind of imperfectionist, right? So that's exactly what I don't want to do. So what I will do instead is, I think I'm going to complete this quest for Madam, what, I don't remember her name, and I don't want to engage into the conversation because I have to complete one quest before that. And that's pretty uneasy, I should say, because I haven't played this for a long time and I should remember the correct order, but I think I'll manage. Because, well, you can't really fail if you have done it more than 10 times, right? So, and also there are, what the hell? Where is this man who I wanted to talk to? Okay. Right. Okay. Should I talk to... Let me see the quest first. Some pure ore, Saratun, Bessitun, find a way to free the ghost of her mother. So I just need to find one businessman who should be in this building, but apparently he is not, and I don't know why, because, well, could it be that he is taking a walk? Let me wait until evening. Could it help? No. Well, probably I'm just mixing something up. Well, doesn't matter. I'll figure that out. That would be too bad if this quest is still unplayable. I would be quite unhappy if it were true. Maybe I'm actually thinking about a different place, like this one, or no, I don't know. Looks like that. Looks like the correct place. So that's going to be horrible. Maybe I first need to talk to this guy who was left in Shrouded Hills, and that will clarify the thing. All right, let's see. I think it will become more clear later. Before that, I need to think about my charisma. Actually, I need to think about it all the time, especially that I'm here online. So I'm, I think, at the right place. So what I should do now is enter here, and this half ogre is keeping the stolen painting. And you would ask, how do I know that? Well, because I've played it more than 10 times and I know what exactly is behind this door. And unfortunately for this ogre, I need to get there, and they will need to attack this guy. And now I have the key. Nobody came to arrest me because this is actually a criminal. So now I'm entering, and I'm retrieving the stolen painting, and now I'm going to return it to the owner of the painting. So I know what I'm doing now seems pretty maybe absurd to you, which is understandable, but that's how it's supposed to be done. It's good to see you. Good day, miss. Do you know if of anyone offering work? This beautiful, finely dressed woman casts a cautious glance around before addressing you in harsh tones. There is something a resourceful individual may be able to help me with. And what would that be? We can't talk here. Please meet me at my house later, and I'll fill you in on my needs. I reside at 3 Langston Road. Good day. Of course, good day. So she is going, and her name is actually Cassandra Pettibone. So she's going to give me a quest of entering in an old elven sanctuary, like graveyard, and that will mean that I'll have to have a fight with elves to enter, and that will be kind of just underground level with lots of loot. So not a bad quest, not a good quest, just nice, interesting thing. And she wants to have the artifact for herself because she wants to outplay her local competitor lady who had something very exquisite for herself. And of course, this Cassandra Pettibone is jealous. So let me talk to her. Good, you came. I need to know whether you can be discreet. I have something very important I need done, but no one must know about it. My discretion depends on what you are asking of me, miss. Excuse me, where are my manners? I'm Mrs. Cassandra Pettibone, wife of Basil Pettibone, lower assemblyman of the gnomish conglomerate within the Industrial Council. Welcome to my humble abode. I can insult her immediately. So you're proud to be the trophy wife of a silly little gnome? Well, I don't want really to insult this lady. I mean, it's not that she is particularly good because she wants to rob the ancient graveyard, but I mean, who am I to judge? I'm going to be killing much more individuals in this game. So, pleased to meet you. Now about this job. I must tell you, I have been in such a state since that Mrs. Willowsby brought home her elven funeral dagger. She thinks she is such the height of fashion. So that's the point I was talking about. She is jealous to the top of her head. And would you like me to steal it for you? Oh no, that wouldn't do. I need to upstage her. I need the most unique elven artifact of all Torrentian society. Then those shrews in the women's auxiliary will respect me. They are jealous of my good looks, you know. And I can again offend her terribly. You're not only conceited, you are mentally unstable. So, of course, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to lose the quest then. Do you have something specific in mind? Here, look at this. She hands you a newspaper. Have you heard about the elven burial catacombs they've unearthed in the Morbihan Plains? Look at the engraving of this funerary stone. It is simply fabulous. I must have it. So I need this funerary stone that she craves so much. Then let me see. So I can challenge her with this like indignation. You may have no morals, but thievery is beneath me, madam. And I can be going, that seems a bit dangerous. What are you willing to pay? And that's what I'm saying, actually. I would be prepared to offer you 250 coins for your troubles. So I can start haggling, bargaining, like that's not enough to risk my life for. 300 is my price. Or how dare you insult me with such a pathetic offer, harlot. So being totally salvage in my conversation, my negotiation. But I'm going to agree because 50 coins is just, well, nothing. The more I play the game, the more money I'll have. Like 10,000 to 20,000. That's 50 coins is nothing really. Excellent. Let me mark your map with the location of the elven tombs. Please hurry back with my treasure. I cannot wait to see Mrs. Willowsby's face turn green with envy. So that's her plan. This quest I'm not going to complete anytime soon because I have other important things on my hands, but just taking it not to forget about it later. And this guy who is standing next to the corner, human city dweller, that's what? What you happen to know of a fellow named Lucan? That's the guy who we tricked at the bridge to escape Shrouded Hills, telling him that we are from the Torrentian underground of thieves. And then we killed Lucan, which was very, very, I would say, how to say, that was really horrible. I mean, because he trusted us, and but he was also a bandit, and I needed the leather jackets of his to augur soldiers. So this guy begins to laugh uncontrollably. Oh, the witless one, pure genius. He is friend of yours? And I'm saying, well, not really. Not only is he not my friend, but also he is also dead. So not really. He mentioned an underground of thieves, though. Oh, he did he? He never did know when to keep that silly mouth of his shut. What about it then, eh? Fancy yourself a thief, do you? Not particularly, but I'd like to become one. Are you certainly of that? Or are you simply playing with the idea of the glamorous life of a thief? I am certain. Well then, you need to be making the acquaintance of a right good bloke named of Thaddeus Manor. He is in the underground contact of for this area. The underground, a loose confederation of thieves it is, keeps us from stepping on someone else's work. Thaddeus always knows the best jobs. You should pay him a visit. His house is on the corner of Westchel South and Quillian Bend. I'll send word for him to expect you. Thank you, I think. And that's how we get introduced to the thieving society, which also is pretty useless for now. I mean, it's not actually useless. It's, I would say, the biggest amount of possible quests for me to complete. Like, actually, they are quite interesting to steal something, to find something. The trouble is that these quests are always impossible to complete without actually breaking the law. That's why police will always be after you after you try to attempt something like that. And it's usually for the late stage of the game when you have all the skills necessary to sneak, to lockpick, to pick locks. I mean, to use dynamite, to be able to kill the guards, but you shouldn't be doing that because people will start hating you in the city. So that's, as I said, for the end of the game when you actually have to lose nothing, when you have nothing to lose. And this lady whose painting I have actually is happily sleeping, so I'm going to leave for the morning. I need the trash bin, rubbish bin, they say. So yeah, I need to throw away. Oh no, actually I'm going to pick more boots from the trash can, and I will leave the newspaper there instead. And I will give. And where are my companions? I wonder, guys, where are you? They are standing in the house due to some reason. Come here, guys.
It is done. It is done. It is done.
Yes, thank you. And so I wanted to give this mallet to Sog because it's pretty heavy. It's hammer. Yeah, now he is holding it, and if he fights, he will fight slowly but firmly, bashing the heads. But I won't really let him fight too much because, as I told last stream, if I fight myself, I get much more experience, and experience I need a lot. That's why I'm not going to be letting the people fight for me. I will fight myself. So it's a pleasure. I'm meeting this Mrs. Gerinsberg, and I'm saying hello. I've brought back your painting. What? My painting? Who are you? How did you? She looks surprised, then flatly, I suppose you'll be expecting the reward. And I'm saying, of course not, madam. I'm merely returning what is yours. And her opinion of me jumps up. She is taken aback. Thank you. I must admit, I thought perhaps you were the thief and were here to extort the reward money from me. You shame me with your generosity, stranger. Please take this. She hands you some money. It's double the posted reward. So, and I'm going to call the paper right now. The whole town will know by morning that you're a man who can get the job done. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Good day to you. So, first of all, I just knew the quest from the guide. I mean, many years ago, and so that's why I can do it like without actually picking it from the quest giver. I've lost the painting. I've gained some reputation, I think. No, I haven't, but I've just had some experience points. And what actually is more important, why I did it right now, you would ask, because now I'm going to this fortune teller before that I need to sell the boots to this guy. So this and this. Thank you. So now I need to go to this fortune teller. Let it be Madame Yolanda before I remember her name. Yeah, so why her? Because if she gives me a certain quest, she will then, upon completion, give me +1 charisma, which I direly need. So I'm going to talk to her. Welcome, traveler. What may I help you to see today? Perhaps you'd just like to tell me who you are? The woman before you is dark-skinned with eyes of black. She is adorned in strange jewelry and scarves. I am Madame Tussaud. That's her name. Seer of the spirit realm, a guide for those who wish to seek answers from the other side. I see, which sounds quite funny, after she says that she is a seer, and then I see. Could I ask you a few questions, madam? Of course, I'm here to seek answers to all of your questions. What is it you do here, madam? She whispers, almost hissing. As I said, I'm a seer. People come to me with questions and I do what I can to answer them. Sometimes, and she leans toward you for emphasis, I have to seek answers in the lands of the dead. I see, say I again, I think clearly mocking her. Can you see my future? Well, too many C's. Maybe C4 is only missing. So she looks at you smiling strangely. I've already seen your future, traveler. A strange one it is at that. What? What do you mean? She whispers darkly. Never you mind. The future is unknown but inevitable. In the end, it always comes to be. If you say so, a few more questions? Of course, I'm here to seek answers to all your questions. I've heard that. Can you see into my future? What the hell is that? I know. It's not she who gives the quest. It's some other fortune teller. So I need to go to this fortune teller. Then I'll come back to Madame Tussaud. She will send me back, and then the quest will be finished. That's how it works. Yeah, I remembered. Sorry for the delay. It's gonna be done in a second. So this is the smith. I need to go, I think, I need to go here and here. For those who are watching now, welcome to the bonfire. Hope you're in good mood, in good health, untouched by any bad things, and hope you're enjoying the show. Well, which is one of my favorite games. So, it is nice to meet you. Hello, madam. Might I ask who you are? This woman looks at you wide-eyed, then seems to regain her composure. Yes, of course. I'm Dolores Beston, spirit medium and teller of future things. I live here to serve the good and noble citizens of Tarant, to make things clearly when they are dark, to call for help when it is needed. How may I help you? Could I ask you a few questions, Dolores? Of course. What is it that you do here? She just told you why you're asking. I talk with spirits, look into the far-flung future to see what it holds for those who dare to look. I am a guide in the nether realms, a mistress in the medium of the mysterious. What are some of your clients? I serve most of the affluent families here in Tarant, the Willowsbees, the Garensburgs, the ladies all trust me, and I do what I can to lead them away from troublesome waters. Can you read my future? I guess my character is particularly concerned with this, my future. I'm very sorry, but currently I'm having a problem with my crystal ball. I dropped in the other day, and my visions have been foggy and unclear ever since. I've looked into finding another one, but as you might guess, a crystal ball is a rare commodity. I would assume so. Perhaps I could assist you in finding another? She smiles mysteriously. Yes, I thought you might say that. I have a feeling for such things, you know, From the moment you walked in here, I knew you were something special. Let's not get carried away, madam. I understand. Not everyone is a believer. In any case, I would very much appreciate your help. If you were to find me a new crystal ball, I'll pay you 200 gold pieces. What do you say? Of course, I'd be glad to assist you. Splendid. Now I may be able to assist you in finding one. As I told you, my crystal ball is not working correctly, but sometimes a physical piece of the person I'm viewing helps to clear my vision. Might I have a lock of your hair? Of course. Wonderful. She takes out a scissors. Huh. And cuts a small lock of your hair. Now, we look into the ball, see what is to be seen. She stares intently, waving the lock in the front of her face. Cloudy, but something is coming clear. Yes, I see where you might be able to procure a ball. Where? In the warehouse district. I see the bordello there, a small shop just beside it. I see a sign. Madame Tussauds. Within that shop is a crystal ball. Find Madame Tussauds and you'll find the crystal ball. Madame Tussauds? Do you know anything of her? I can't say I've ever heard of her myself. There are so many self-proclaimed soothsayers in Tarant. More than likely that she is some fly-by-night gypsy out to make a quick buck. But be careful. You never know what to expect from these nomads. I will, dear lady. Thank you for the advice. I'll return later. So, and this is how you get the quest. And I'll be going to talk again to Madame Tussauds, because she's actually my target now, in a good sense, my target. Also, I could steal a very nice ring here from this guy, I think, but I won't do that yet. You know, there is this something very strange about RPGs. Like, I potentially know how to do everything very quickly and how to eliminate most enemies already, and just so on and so forth, but I just don't want to do that because I want to relive the experience of meeting all those characters, talking to them, hearing their voices, and voicing them myself, and also to show them to you. I mean, this is just wonderful thing about RPGs, that you actually get to like the characters, the world. You feel like in a book, and that's perfect. So let's go back to the story. Hello, I've been expecting you, traveler. Really? And why would that be? I think you know why. She looks at you, her dark eyes shining in the candlelight. You've been speaking with Dolores Beston. I know the real reason you are here, but I don't think you do. What do you mean? She merely wants your crystal ball? She smiles darkly. Listen to me. Dolores Beston came to my shop not 3 days ago asking for her fortune. I told her, traveler, and here we are. We are all a part of what is to come, and it is you that must choose. Just tell me what's going on. Choose, coward, I will choose for you. On which side will you fall, mine or Dolores Beston's? I side with you. The fire in her eyes subsides. She whispers, very good. I believe you have chosen wisely, traveler. You may have the crystal ball. I only ask that you take it to Dolores and give it to her. What? But I thought... Things aren't always as they seem, traveler. I ask you do this for me. Will you? What do I get in return? Her voice lowers, and she whispers, almost inaudibly. There are gifts I can bestow that go beyond the material realm. You'll have to trust me, traveler. I'll give you just payment. I'll do it. Very well. She hands you the ball. I shall await your return. Welcome somebody else. I see the number has changed by 1. So welcome to the bonfire. We are playing Arcanum, not Majesty. Majesty proved to be a bad friend to online world, or I should correct myself, my laptop in combination with Majesty and XSplit together proved to be bad cooperators, so which is a pity, but Arcanum is actually feels better to some extent, more comfortable. Well, no, it's just different thing. I just streamed it on Saturday and it was kind of enough to be to be trained to stream this, while Majesty is definitely, especially not working properly, was quite disturbing to feel, and I didn't really feel like talking, but now I'm very happy to say something. So I'm back with this ball. Let's talk to her. It is nice to meet you again. Greetings, Miss Beston. Might I speak with you a moment? Of course. I returned with the crystal ball. She looks surprised. That's just grand. What did you get it? Where did you get it? Madame Tussaud, a medium in the warehouse district. Ha ha! The old crone. She knew absolutely nothing at all and knew she was a fake from the very beginning. I'm sorry, what do you mean? Oh, if you must know, I'd heard rumors about her around town, people saying she could actually see the future. Rubbish, no one can really see anything. It is all an act. I lie to those old ladies all day long. They tell them exactly what they want to hear, so I went to this Madame Tussaud and I told her I wanted to see my future. And what did she say? She told me that a stranger would walk into my store one day and that he would be my death. Can you believe it? My death. So when I saw you coming here, you can imagine my surprise and my fears. Of course. But don't you see the irony? You've gone and killed her. She was the one who needed to fear you, not me. I broke my own crystal ball just in case someone did show up, and in the end you killed her, and I get her crystal ball thrown in just for good measure. Ha! So much for old Madame Tussaud. I never said she was dead, Dolores. What? How did you get the ball? She gave it to me to give it to you. I don't. No, please, get away from me. It's a gift, Dolores, just for you. You hand it to her. Perfect cinematics. Oh God, no, no. And that's her demise. I might be mistaken, but there were only 4 yellow circles, and now there are 5. Does it mean that Kostya is here? Are you here, man? It would be nice to know. You can also press F to pay respect to that lady who has just perished to her own mysteries which were concocted too badly. So she was this shitty psychologist, shitty mysterious fortune teller who usually fools people to get their money and actually has no special abilities, while now I'm returning to this Madame Tussaud, who is actually a real fortune teller who can portend future and tell you what is about to happen. So what I will do now is talk to her and get 6 yellow balls. Excellent. So welcome, man, welcome to the bonfire. I will now have one of the most important dialogues in terms of my character development, because I'm look at this number 12, remember it. Welcome, traveler. What may I help you to see today? Greetings, Madame Tussaud. Have you a moment? Of course, I'm here to seek answers to all of your questions. That's the 3rd time I hear this phrase. And I can ask you again, probably totally oblivious of what I have already asked. Can you see into my future? And then I probably say, I see. and this conversation will like lose any sense at all. I delivered the crystal ball. Dreadful business that. Yes, Dolores Beston tried to run from her fate. It's as always. It's as I always say, traveler. The future is inevitable. Now we had an agreement. Yes, payment would be nice. I see. Perhaps there is something else I can offer you. She closes her eyes, waving a hand in front of her face. You feel something strange in the air, but otherwise feel nothing at all. There. What? What did you do? Pick a face. Pick a face is never enough. You have to put the second face. You'll find out in time. Trust me, you'll be happy when you find out. Thank you then in advance. Good day to you. So I'm going to put the ball back because, well, that's another thing. In RPGs, things must be in their proper places. If I put the ball here, it will always be here. Actually, if the game didn't have glitches and bugs, that looks stupid. I mean, this patching, a patching thing with Arcanum never finishes well for... What the hell is this? I mean, it should be beautiful. I didn't put it for this purpose. Didn't put it here for this purpose. Please, change the color. Okay, I'm going to check if I save and load. It's probably going to become better. Let's see. Oh, thank you for another pickup face. Yeah, you see, beautiful, beautiful crystal ball. So now it's going to stay here until the end of the game, and I feel happy about that, because if I gave it to Virgil, for example, to keep it, which I possibly can do, that wouldn't really, I mean, could be nice, but at least the item is on its own place, and it feels pretty cool. So I now have this blessing. For helping Madame Tussauds, you received a gypsy blessing. That means that I now have 13 charisma, you see. Well, remember that when I arrived at Rent, I went to this place where I killed an ogre, took the painting, then I went to this lady Gerinsberg, I think her surname was. She was living in this house and still is living in this house. So I gave her the painting and received some quest points, experience points. So if I hadn't done that, if I hadn't retrieved the painting first, then Madame Tussauds would just have told me the address of where the painting is and the painting was, and that would just be it. So one thing that I already know for one improvement in charisma. So charisma is the most important skill for me as a diplomat, probably like the most important skill ever in this game. So, and just to know some miserable information about nothing special, like a petty quest, and to get your skill improved, which happens like close to never in Arcanum. Well, I think the choice is obvious. That's why I first rushed here, and only then I went to Madame Tussauds. So now I am improved in charisma. I'm dressed. You see, I'm not just walking naked. I'm dressed like, what's that? Like a devil, as they say on this famous in this famous meme picture about devil himself. Now I have a smoking jacket, I have a top hat, I have leather gloves, I have a revolver, and I have nice shoes, which I've never done before in Arcanum. Even that I've played more than 10 times, I have never chosen this attire. I mean, actually, I start to like this. You know what? I also want to have. Where is my lamp? I have sold it. No. Well, I can buy it anytime. So I just wanted to have something in my left hand, you know, to be actually. I'm left-handed. So should I shoot with? No, actually, if I shoot from my right hand. So with my right hand. So that means that still, yeah, so it's correct. I want to have something in my left hand, but I can't because the shop is not really another Pika face. That's pretty amazing. I mean, going very well for, or is it? Hasn't been here for a while. I'm losing the count of Pika faces. I should calculate them. So I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is the number. I should remember that. Maybe there will be more faces later. So I want to find this guy who I need to take the documents from to get the Bessitun mine back to the rightful owner, which is this lady from Durnholm. Where the hell is that man? What the... Right. I'm going back to Shrouded Hills, I guess. Do I need to do anything else in Tarant before I venture forward? No, I think I will go now and boil. The boil is a nice place, which I shouldn't go to yet because they will just smash my face immediately there. That's the 8th Pika face, I guess. And then, you know, I'll eventually put this recording on YouTube, right? And people on YouTube will be asking, like, the hell he was talking about? What Pika faces? Especially English people who don't know our wonderful culture, Russian culture about Pika faces. Probably it's good thing that I'm not using the another word for that, which is more insulting. And yeah, guys, back off. I'm going to deal myself. I need experience. Thank you. So yeah, I think people will just freak out when they watch this on the internet.
It is done.
Okay. Some more experience. What the hell? Why have I stopped? Go! Come on. Go to Shrouded Hills. They are very aggressive today, those creatures. I don't know what's wrong with them.
It is done.
I'll get level 7 very soon, then level 8, and then I'll finally join.
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
Wolves just killed my companions. I'm glad I haven't saved.
I've been seriously hurt. I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
That was pretty bad. And there is no sound of healing now. I will try to reload. That's pretty confusing. Yeah, I think should be fine now. Virgil almost died fighting the wolves. 2 just wolves that are like nothing, which is very strange. Your intelligence equals 2. Well, I think I know this riddle. For those who are watching on the recording, I cannot show you the chat, but I think actually if I were showing the chat, you would pretty lose this kind of immersion into the game, you know, like you have to see the full screen. And I mean, I know this is not the most amazing graphics, but still enough to kind of, I mean, that's exactly what you should be doing. Like, haven't you seen this outside your window, this exact picture, not what you usually see in games like Far Cry or something modern? I mean, this is what you see from your window, exactly this dirty land, gray brown colors and dark green in the summer. I'm not saying that it's bad, I'm saying this is what you see, and this is very normal. So let's talk to this Percival Toon again. That explains why I can't conversate only through stupid pictures. What explains? I spoke with your sister, Percival. You did that, you dog. You can't be trusted. She hates me. She told me how you sold the mine despite your mother's wishes. She doesn't know my wife was in danger. My life, sorry. Stanton would have killed me. I had to sell. I owed him money. The silver had dried up and the iron wasn't bringing in enough money fast enough. Calm down. I'm simply trying to find out how to help you. He composed himself slightly. I'm sorry. I'm excitable. You must understand. You must do what you feel is right, of course. I will return when I have more information. So, I learned the surname of this guy. And strangely, I don't remember why. Is it only when I can get to... When I know the surname, I can find that man who has the documents for the mine. I'm not sure, so I should be checking now. I'm tired of clicking this way out of the town, so I'm going to use this nice system of Arcanum to use automatic path. I'm becoming very comfortable with telling the story of Arcanum, actually. It's like a book that I know very well. So, and I don't feel any, how to say, neither exhaustion nor difficulty in narrating the events happening, which is pretty nice, I should say. So another trip to Tarant. I hope now it's more successful. No. Bear. Well, this is my level coming. Has come already. Bear finished. We are going forward. Level of my intelligence explains. But you said you can't. You say you can't. So maybe you wanted to see it. Ah, can. Yes, that's what your correction was about. And now I see what your point is. Well, I mean, please, you are mostly welcome to converse using PK faces. Like, could you describe your mood with a PK face right now? You know, like what exactly you are feeling. That is interesting. So, yeah, I need to travel to... Ooh, commercial district? No. Torrentian Docks? No. I think it is warehouse district. Am I right? I think yes. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Stanton, yeah, Stanton. That's how I guess I should complete this. I hope. I do hope that this quest finally makes itself possible, because last time I was playing it was not really working. Oh, this is Appleby, right? Yeah, Appleby is a crazy guy who hates what was his name? I start forgetting the names from this game. That's bad. So I think the name was not Bill Gates, but the opposite. It's Gilder Bates, I think, something like that. So the creators of the game played with the name of the famous creator of Microsoft. So the quest, I guess, is bugged again. So because I cannot see the owner of the why? What the hell? Should I come at night? Let's see what will happen. Well, this is not serious. Nothing is clickable. Where is this? Oh, I'm pretty sad about it, because I mean, last time I was playing Arcanum, and this is the quest that actually is like very... It feels nice to complete, because It tells the story of a brother and a sister, where the brother is a kind of monster who doesn't respect his mother, and because of his actions his mother died, and the sister who escaped this situation, and I wanted to save her. And so the game is buggy, so there should be standing 3 people here who I can take the documents from, and they're not standing here, obviously. So I hate it. Well, this is the factory. Can I be mistaken? No, this is the stone guy. Stanton Importers. Well, this is stupid. This is stupid. I mean, after the game was published in 2001, and that means that they had 19 years to patch, to complete all the bugs. And what they actually do, they correct the old bugs and they create new bugs, and that never finishes. And I'm sad. Maybe it's here. Oh! No. This guy is waiting for the delivery. I remember this is another quest. So any more options I could go with? Well, maybe it's here now. No, this is the hostel, the cheap hostel to use. So maybe I have forgotten something. Should I? Okay, I'll try one more thing. Actually, I'm spending money traveling by metro now, savagely. So there is this new. Tell me these places and landscapes are beautiful. Well, they are beautiful. I was saying that exactly. That they're gorgeous. Actually, I love Tarant. I love any place in Arcanum. That's why I'm spending here. I think I wouldn't lie if I said that I'm spending my 100th hour. Oh, Virgil is taking massive damage from the wolves. Virgil, what's wrong with your armor?
What is it that you
Tell
want?
me. What's wrong with your armor? 6. And wolves are just ripping him apart. 2 freaking wolves. Virgil, in the later stages of the game, can tank. He can tank, I think. I tested who can tank the most amount of my bullets, because you can actually shoot your companions, and so Virgil, I remember, could tank 50 bullets. I'm going to show you now how many bullets can Virgil.
I dislike you far too much to actually consider joining with you.
You see, I'm shooting him in just shooting him in front of, from the close-up distance, into the face, and he's still alive. Now I'm going to be shooting Jaina, and that's a revolver, you know. Or my Sog companion. So I've just killed all my 3 companions, and they died to 2 wolves. I mean, I killed them, but I had to shoot each of them at least 10 times. Virgil 10, Jaina 10, and then Sog, I think, endured 15 shots in front of him into his face, and only then they die. Well, I like this game. I mean, this is ridiculous. Very imbalanced. But I mean, again, what I'm expecting, I shouldn't be complaining about such grisly. Virgil, run. Too late. Oh, that's going to be a long way to Durnholm. Very long. Bears hating Virgil, wolves hating Virgil, trying to kill him all the time. And the reason Just
is
run,
done.
guys. Just run.
It is done.
Run.
It is done.
Run,
It-
run,
it-
run,
it-
run,
it is-
run,
it is-
run,
it is done.
please.
It is
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. Now let's wait. Save and load. Because if I save and load too much, the sound disappears. I think you could hear that on the stream, which is quite, well, beautiful. That explains why Arcanum failed when it was published for the first time, and Vampire Bloodlines failed because Troika Games just didn't have enough funding and time. The deadlines were too strict for them to complete, to abide, and so they actually
It is done.
issued a badly optimized game, and
It is done.
and so they issued this badly optimized game, and of course people were freaking out absolutely.
It is done.
Oh, poisonous rats. Now Jaina died. Oh, actually these rats are not something I can handle even all together, so they are... Come on.
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
I cannot, Virgil. Sorry. What I need to do very soon is to buy Resurrection Scroll, because I suspect that they have patched the game so much that there are many things that are going to be unexpected, and I might end up losing one of my companions, and I won't have a saved game in this case, and that would probably pretty mess up everything. So, delighted to meet you again, my good friend. Perhaps, madam, you can answer a few more questions. Yes, what is it? Can you tell me who's your family's mine now? I can't recall offhand, but I think I wrote it down somewhere. She shuffles through some papers. Yes, here it is. Stanton importer 25 lines head, circle to rant. May I ask you a few more questions? So, well, that would be now... You would probably hate me now, but I'm going back to Torrent now to see if now it's going to work. This damn quest, which gives me so much trouble. Charisma improved a little bit more to join Magnus. And now we are going back to Torrent, fighting wolves, bears, kites on our way, Virgil dying, Jaina dying possibly all the time, saves bugging, music disappearing, and to add to the party, I think I'm also going to meet some hired assassins.
It is done.
You see, wolves are trying to kill Virgil exactly. Virgil. I don't know why.
It is done.
Wolves, could you tell me what your problem with Virgil is? Demons. Freaking demons. Okay. But at the same time, I'm gaining a lot of experience, so if I have another battle now, I'll probably be able to join.
It is done.
Oh, that was fast. Perfect logic. So I killed the big bear with 3 shots and the small bear with, I think, 7. Come
It is
on.
done. I've been seriously hurt.
Hate it. At the same time, I feel that it is pretty interesting that all the time I play this game, there is something new happening to the balance. So I always kind of get caught off guard every time. something has changed, something has been optimized, some new quest is bugged, some weapon rescaled, and like I think two games ago, I say back off. You would ask again, why are they saying it is done all the time? Because I'm giving them commands without stops, which I think I shouldn't do. So 2 playthroughs ago, I was playing, and I went to the caves at level 12 with my weapon, and I expected my weapon to be quite deadly to the monsters on the ground, and I quickly learned that there was no damage I was inflicting, which made me pretty useless, and I actually was so upset I stopped playing the game. Yeah, so that's the factory, I think, just to pay a visit. Yeah, factory with green people who are actually orcs, being exploited there badly. So, oh, really? So that's exactly what I needed. You see, finally. Now my gestalt has been closed, so these 3 guys are the bodyguards of this businessman. The businessman owns the mine. And by the way, in the street you see another naked man who is half orc, and this is an orc thief. They look pretty like homeless blockheads, and they seem harmless, but actually they will shred me into pieces very quickly if I engage them, which I'm of course going to do. I'll try to fight in a clever manner, and that will probably end up with me dying, but that's fine. So first let's complete this quest about the ore mine. So I'm going to talk to him and try to use my persuasion skill. My actually I'm going to improve it soon, so I think it should be enough to talk him and make him give me the documents without any fighting, because I've never actually fought these guys. Maybe at the end of the game I just came here to shoot them all, just for fun, to see if I can, and I could. So yes, what voice should he have? Something like businessman from New York, maybe some nasty businessman like, yes, what is it? Who might you be? The name is Stanton, like the sun outside says. Importer, what do you need? I hear that you are the man that owns the Bassettoon. Yeah, what of it? I'm here as a representative of the Industrial Council. He leans forward, chewing on his cigar. Yeah. And what is it you want with me? There seems to be irregularities with the change of ownership. He begins to look a bit worried and then shakes it off. What kind of irregularities? I bought that mine with good coin. There seems to have been intimidation involved. No, did you? I think you undervalued it substantially. He squints his eyes at you. Wait a minute here. Why does a representative from the Industrial Council care about business I'm conducting at Shrouded Hills? Shrouded Hills wishes to become part of the United Kingdom. He doesn't look as sure of himself suddenly. Oh, well, if I had known, I wouldn't want to go area of the law here. This was all his idea. He owed me money, this was his way of paying me back. I'm certain if you signed the mine over to me, I could fix all this. He pokes you in the chest with his finger. Oh. Shit, I messed it up slightly. Wrong option. Let me just click to the point. Now I'm being in a hurry and I'm messing it up again. Industrial Council, change of ownership, substantially, kingdom. Yeah. There seems to be some question as to whether it was his to sell. Hey, wait a minute. As I said, I paid good coin for that mine. It isn't my fault he wasn't on the level with me. Of course, you wouldn't mind appearing in court as a witness? Look, that damn mine is worthless anyway. He shuffles some papers around. Here, take the damn thing. I don't want to be involved into this whole mess. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. And here I have finished this quest almost. I just need to go back to... I can choose to Percival, to Charlotte Hills, or I can go to Sarah and hand the documents over to her, which of course I'm going to do. I mean the second option, because Percival is kind of not a monster, but he's just a narcissistic, egoistic moron, and Sarah wanted her mother to live peacefully. So yeah, hey guys, I need to talk to you about something. We're running. Hey? Hey, what? Is a pasty-faced human swine thinking he can just waltz around through our section of town without paying the piper? Call for 25 coins, you boring sod. So I can now immediately attack the guy. I can pretend that I'm not scared and I can just not give the coin. I might not give the coin. I can give the coin, and I will just say that I'm going to go now, which is I think the most pathetic thing to do. So I'm going to give the coins, because now I'm going to attack him from the safe distance. And you see, they're quite dangerous because I'm almost dead with no energy, and he is still kind of doing fine. Now he's also dead. His companion is losing. Jaina leave. Yeah. So that's how it is done. We have won. Jaina has no energy. She will stand up later because she has how much? I think she has minus one endurance, or what are they called? These points, and of course minus one fatigue, and now she has stood up because she has 2, but if you have minus, then you will be lying on the ground. So now Virgil has healed us up. We are good, safe and sound. Now please guys, walk away from the corpse.
It is done.
I need to pick the loot. So my money, the large pipe, some worn shoes, and that's all. Okay, fine. It looks like he doesn't like you very much. Oh, definitely he doesn't. So, but that means no more because he is dead. So I'm going to where? To the boil? And no, I'm going to talk to... stupid me. I need to talk to Magnus now. Magnus, I wanted to imitate him like a Scottish guy with this R thing, so like a dwarf. He should be talking like a dwarf. Do I have an overweight? No. Why am I moving like this? So slow, but that's because I am slow. I have speed, which is 6, which is basically nothing. So have I responded to this emoji with the burning dog and the cup of tea? So actually that's, if I showed you my my what's that setup, I mean how I'm streaming now, that would be pretty close to this sticker with the burning dog, because I have a candle which was kindly presented by my sister. It's from IKEA. It smells very nice. It's in a beautiful glass container. And I have a cup of tea, which I think have drunk up completely, almost. Yep, now definitely. So, and what else? So I have fire, I have a cup. I don't have a hat. And I'm not a dog. At least physically I'm not, but as a person I sometimes do call myself a dog, and this is about serving. But yeah, so I understand. It's warm, cozy. Yeah, hope you find it the same. I mean, if you think of this situation of the same in the same manner. So now one of the most interesting characters is going to talk to us. I'm going to save my game here to have a hard save. So what I remember, you remember what I told you about this Jaina, so that her story was so nicely told in the beginning, her background, but eventually it was absolutely spoiled by the creators because she didn't get any interesting continuation of that. What? Oh, that's a problem. Oh, I think I have forgotten something that so that doesn't make sense. I should have maximum followers, which should be like 4 should be 16, 5 should be what? That is stupid. I don't remember. Let me actually Google that because I don't want it to be spoiled. So that's Arcanum, Charisma, followers. Somebody was googling this already. Yeah, I see. So I need to have I forgot. I need to have 16 to have 4 followers. I need to have 20 to have 5 followers, and when I become an expert in persuasion, I can have 6 followers, 6 companions, which makes it very bad because that means that I will be level 9 when I join Magnus into my team, and that's exactly what I didn't want because Magnus will be always 1 level behind me, which is actually so, and I just saved the game. But actually I wouldn't be able to correct it anyhow anymore, so I will have to go with this, unfortunately. Maybe, I know, I will probably drop Jaina for now. Yes, we will drop Jaina. And we need to do this in her city so that she doesn't get lost, because I will then rejoin her when I'm level 9 and get my charisma up. So Jaina can lag behind. Jaina can be level 8 when I'm level 9. I don't care about her because I will drop her anyway later as I'm going forward, because Jaina is, as I told you, quite useless. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't want to insult her, but she is useless totally. Good as a healer, as a herbologist to produce those potions, but in other respect she is just going to fall a victim to some occasional damage from terrible monsters. Guys, I said back off. I think I said back off. Yes, thank you. Yeah, go. Very good. Let's move on. So, do you have any questions about the game that you would like to clarify? What is happening? And I think gunshots are preventing hearing my speech. Another 2 bears, and I think that exactly the same place where I met them before. Yep. Oh, another Ginkgo root. And one thing which happens after playing RPGs for a long time, 2 things. The first is you start remembering the names of the plants that don't exist or don't really exist in the real world, and you actually like grow to become a very nice specialist of them. Let's stop here and continue because I wanted to save. So you grow to be a very good specialist of those plants. And the second thing that happens is that if it is summer and you walk to the street and you see the nature around, and you see some plants and you think they belong to they belong to the game, and you think, well, I should collect this flower or I should collect this plant because I can make a health potion, I can make an agility potion, I can power up myself, I can trade this very well. And this is of course stupid, I mean, that you have these hallucinations, but at the same time when you experience this you feel very satisfied with yourself that you managed to go so deep into the game, that you managed to like immerse and disperse into the realm of the created world, and it gives you this wonderful escapist catharsis that you think, well, I don't belong here anymore to the reality. I kind of have been in the middle or even further, which is such an existential, such a transcendent experience, I should say. So back to life, I mean back to escapism. Very excellent it is indeed to meet you again. I brought the deed to the mine for you. Give her the deed. No. I hate it. So, Jaina, you please wait here for a while. If I say, okay, will she go home? I hope she will. Because now I need to go back and pick Magnus from that place next to the next to the building you saw him. Now I need to come back and check if Jaina is still waiting, and if she doesn't, then it's gonna be a trouble, and I'll have to... Oh, you should hate me for that, I'm sure, because I'm so micromanaging. I'm trying to ensure that everything goes exactly the way it should go, and no other way around. Virgil, you can run away. Well, enraged boars, you see what they are doing to my guys. They just demolish Virgil again. Poor Virgil. Well, I found the wolf cave, which is quite a... Why again they... I'll stop talking for a while, because I want to be concentrated for a second. Sorry. When reality resembles something from Arcanum, I immediately hear the music. Well, do you mean that when there is a naked man in front of you running around, you feel that Arcanum is near? Or when Zeppelins crash? I should stop killing, because actually I get too much experience from that. Coca leaves I cannot pick because the creators of the game and then patch makers in 19 years couldn't figure out how not to let the coca leaves and trees I see that the small bear is actually much more dangerous than the big bear, because my companion spent much more time on killing the small one. Well, which is pretty ridiculous. I'm beginning ideas and I'm finishing ideas. Okay.
Seriously hurts.
Virgil dead again. Right. I will hate this period of this game later. Oh, please. Stop. Enough. Virgil.
Seriously hurts, sir.
You stupid wizard. Stop dying. Just get to Tarant. Guys, I'm beginning to hate this. That's actually very boring.
Been seriously hurt,
He
sir.
was killed again. That's remember when we were talking about the skills distribution as I was creating my character. I told you that I get magic skills only in the end of my gaming, of my playing, and I take teleportation. So why I take teleportation is exactly because of this shit that you see before you. I mean, that we're constantly engaging into absolutely meaningless fights with some stupid random characters, and I mean, of course, closer to the end, these battles are nowhere close to the danger, but when you have had like hundreds of them, which I definitely have had hundreds of them, you of course just abhor them. I mean, you just kind of so I mean, this is, I can't express how I hate this after some time, after just having to travel for minutes of my real lifetime before I finally get to the point which I needed to get to, and only then. Oh, anyway.
Greetings, friend.
Oh, Magnus is voiced. I don't even need to voice him. He is going to be he's going to be talking. I'm going to be just saying my own voice, using my own voice. I don't believe we've met. Your name is?
And who might you be to ask a dwarf his name? Bloody ignorant outlander, I'd say. As if a dwarf would give his name.
Forgive me. No, I know what I will do. I can mock him a little bit, and it's not going to be punishable. I see I've caught you in the wrong mood. Excuse me. And I'm leaving the conversation.
So, we meet again?
I think we started out on the wrong foot, and you are...
I suppose you're none to blame, stranger. Perhaps I am a little quick-tempered myself. Please forgive my harsh words. You may call me Magnus.
A pleasure, sir. What were you saying about a dwarf's name?
Well, dwarves are an ancient race, and our traditions run deep. A dwarf's true name, his family name, is a sacred thing, a thing of mystery and power. Magnus is my common name. If I knew you well, I'd also tell you my family name. But Magnus will do for now.
And that's why I wanted to voice him as a Scottish guy, because I think somewhere in my subconsciousness I remembered that he was this kind of voice. When I see naked men, I hear combat. Yes, I think that should be happening probably. Why are you so protective of your family name?
Dwarven names are symbolic, a reflection of our history, who we are. A dwarf who gives just anyone his name has no respect for that history.
I see. Thank you for the lesson, Magnus.
It's nice to meet an outlander who tries to understand our ways. Well met, my friend. Now, how can I help you?
Might I ask you a few questions?
What is it that you need to know?
Do you know what establishment this is?
Yes, I do. And I curse the day I ran across the devils who own it. Ungodly bunch they are. I can only guess what goes on behind those doors. That building is the headquarters for the infamous P. Schuyler and Sons.
Oh, so they're Skylers. They're Skylers, not Shylers. The translation in Russian was whatever, like Schuyler, Skylers, Schoolers, and I think other more interesting alterations, but Skylers. Okay, I shall remember that. What can you divulge about P. Skylar and Sons?
What can I divulge, you ask? Where would you like me to begin? P. Schuyler and Sons is the oldest business in Tarrant, a trader in jewellery and the occasional rare or sought-after trinket or bauble. Their business reputation is untarnished, second to none.
And yet, there is something strange about them.
Strange? Strange doesn't begin to describe what they are. Do you know that no one has seen the supposed owner, Polonius Schuyler, or his sons in more than 15 years? And even then, the gentleman who saw them, a trader in gems from Ireland, died a week later from what they could only describe as consumption.
What else is said about them?
Have you heard about the Eyeless Five? 8 years ago, there were 5 ruby pendants sold at auction through P. Schuyler and Sons. All the ladies who wore them were murdered, their eyes plucked from their heads.
Why would P. Skylar and Sons plot to kill their customers?
Why do madmen do anything? They're bloody madmen, that's why. If you're not going to use the sense you were born with, then I'll not continue. Suffice it to say that P. Schuyler and Sons is an extremely unusual company. And I'm not the only one to think so.
I understand, Magnus. And what are you doing here?
I might ask you the same, my friend. You seem awfully curious about P. Schuyler and Sons. What brings you here?
I'm investigating Erin. It appears they were the sellers.
Interesting. I, too, am investigating one of their products. I saw it for sale in a pawn shop down the merchant's quarter, and it had their imprint. Would you like to see it?
Yes, very much so. The dwarf shows you a rather plain-looking bronze bracelet with some faded scratching barely visible along its outer surface. On the inside you see the imprint of P. Schuyler and Sons. A rather nondescript piece, I'd say. What is its significance?
Nondescript? This bracelet is ancient. An unbelievable find. And the final piece to a puzzle I've spent my whole life trying to unravel.
Out with it, man. Don't keep me hanging on a thread.
Do you see these dwarven gauntlets I wear? They were given to me by my grandfather, who in turn received them from his. Do you see the symbol carved on them? It's the same as the symbol carved on the bracelet. These gauntlets are the only link I possess to my ancestors, my clan, lost to my family since before any of us can remember.
Who was your clan? Why was your family separated from them?
Never ask a dwarf the name of his clan. I'd sooner cut my beard than tell you the sacred name of my people. Such an action might be considered blasphemy. And as for my family, that's none of your concern. We were lost to them, and I've spent the last 200 years looking for where they might have gone.
200 years? Just how old are you?
Well, that's another dwarven tradition. We don't talk about our age with outlanders.
I see. Why don't you ask the Skylers about the bracelet?
That, my friend, is the point of this whole story. I've tried on multiple occasions to speak with the Skylers concerning this bracelet and where they got it. But I've been stonewalled by their employees from the very beginning. They're hiding something. I know it.
What could they possibly be trying to conceal?
The sources behind their inventory, the reasons for their exclusiveness, who knows? But I do know that I'm gonna find out where they got this bracelet, regardless of what is necessary to do so.
I see. Well, perhaps we could work together?
Perhaps. I do see some potential in you, my friend, and you seem trustworthy. Done. Let us proceed and throw some light on this mystery.
Well said. Good to have you aboard, Magnus. Lovely, lovely Magnus. Welcome. Finally you are with me. The precious companion only equal to Virgil, I think. Well, of course there are others. I mean, other nice characters, but when you see Magnus, I think that's the best emotion. This is this type of people, or I should say dwarves, that belong to this psychological portrait, you know, the guys who are always kind of grudgy about things, that always complain, that kind of this Jackson Briggs from Mortal Kombat, this engineer Zeleony from Alice from Kirbulichov, and this who else, for example? There are such like constantly grumbling, complaining people.
I've been seriously hurt, sir.
And what just
Please help me.
How can I help
what
you?
just exploded, I wonder? Virgil, was it you?
What is it that you...
Did you use my grenade? No. So explosions, I don't know what they mean, but sometimes Arcanum has explosions, and I never can explain where they came from if nobody has explosives in the first place. So that's pretty strange. For me, he will say Schuler forever. Too many traditions, crafty dwarf. Yeah, actually he is crafty. He's going to make some things, and none of them are going to be useful actually to me. I'll have like all characters who are your companions can develop maximum 4 skills in each technological tree. So Magnus will be the expert of smith, and he will be the expert of mechanics, I think. No, not mechanics. Something else, I've forgotten. So definitely Smith. And so he will only get to Dwarven Gauntlets, but I need the freaking Helmet of Vision for me, and he will never get to this number 5 point, which makes me mad because I have to spend 5 points of my skills to get to what my companion could get for 1 point. But the game wasn't meant to go that far. And that's pretty a shame, of course. Okay, I get my level up. I improve my charisma. Now I can have 4 followers. Actually, I'm going to be using my all points in the nearest future to get as much charisma as possible. Okay, no. Please, no wolves.
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
You're fine. I think it's Magnus who uses some explosive, but I don't know.
I help you?
I don't know how he does it. Maybe it is his mysterious dwarven gauntlets. Maybe it's yeah, probably they just do something strange, and yeah, I think I've got the idea. Guys, I have a question. Could you please quickly check if the Twitch the Twitch stream is working, because I don't want to check it on my phone. I will not see the chat. So could you just quickly go there and see if the stream is up and going. And here is Jaina. Jaina is level 8 while I'm level 9. So you see she will not improve her level if she joins, unfortunately, while Magnus now
How
is
can I help you?
level 9, which is very important. And I'm going to be, I think I need to lower the voice again because I've talked to Magnus. That's why I turned the sound up a little bit, but that's enough. So Jaina, I think Jaina, I wonder what she calls herself. So now she has a lot of ingredients, not a lot of them, but enough. She will have more as long as I travel. Well, now finally, I'm going to finish this freaking quest about the mine without any stupid, unpredictable. What's that? Just a second. The word I wanted to use, without this arbitrary twists of the game. And yeah, it works. Thank you very much, Prostagogi. Thank you. I appreciate it. Almost everyone has a friend like Magnus. Yes, I guess so. And I think I didn't finish my idea then, so that this friend is such a well-known type of a character, of a person that is present in almost any universe, any book, any film, any game, and at the same time everyone loves them so much because they are so loyal, they're so human, they're so kind of deep and have an interesting story, and they're so reactive, they have so many emotions, and they always are very expressive, and they use some very specific language which you will hear nowhere else and from nobody else, and you just kind of feel like home around them. So I could say even that this boy, this dwarf, is a home in Arcanum. I mean, if you have Magnus, that it means that you're at home, because in Arcanum you will never have a home. You will only have a ship, and this was a very ambiguous phrase, because you can have a ship with 2 E's to have, sex with it in a tavern, in the bordel in Tarant, and you can have a ship with SHIP, which is this sailing vessel, and that will be your home, kind of movable, and you also can use these inns and pubs to sleep in, and that's all. So home, like a house, will never be given to you in Arcanum. So Magnus is your home. It's the guy who will create this spirit. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Go back to Sarah, and a cheerful day it is, seeing you again. I brought the deed to the mine for you. Give her the deed. Oh, thank you. This is great news. I can't thank you enough. She looks at the deed for a moment and then suddenly seems to remember something. Wait, there is something I can give you. I don't think it's worth much of anything. I've never had it identified, but I know it is at least magical. She hands you a sword. So I want to point your attention here. So there is this phrase, I have never had it identified. So when English people use this construction, I have never, no, for example, I had my car repaired yesterday, or tomorrow I will have my wall painted, or I usually have my garden cut every month. It means that it's not that you are going to do this, but somebody else. So it's paid service. So if you say, I had a haircut today, or I had my car washed, it means you went to the service and somebody washed your car. If you say, I will have my wall painted tomorrow, it means that some painter is going to come and paint the wall. If you say, I have my garden cut every month, it means that a gardener comes and cuts your garden, like mows your garden. So in this case, I have never had it identified means it's not she who should do this, and actually that is very logical, because in Arcanum you have almost every city has a like kind of sage woman, a very clever woman standing at the on the outskirts of the town, of the city, who can identify artifacts for 100 coins. And Sarah couldn't have done that at all. That's why she's saying she has never had it identified, which means nobody identified it for me. So this is some grammar minute, and we welcome one more viewer. Welcome to the bonfire. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Please feel like home. So this is Vollinger, a very interesting companion. You see his level is 15. What that means is that I will not join him at all, have no chance, because I'm level 9. My charisma is 16 and I can only have 4 followers, so I need to raise my charisma to 20. That means 4 levels, so I'll do it at level 12, because for level 10 I will get 2 points to improve. And actually even I can join Vollinger at level 14, so I will be able to spend some more skill points on something else, like persuasion maybe. I think I need more in case I have a difficult quest to talk over. Firearms I'm good. You see I can shoot pretty well already. So let me think. I just want to assemble my thoughts. What is logically to be done next? Do I have money to earn? Do I have some missions to complete? Important ones, some skill gains. Yeah, there is no ship. There is a pit. There is well, there is a funny quest. Maybe it can be interesting to watch, but before that, let me show you one. A beggar. Yeah, please have a coin. Actually, that was dangerous because in the previous version of Arcanum, the homeless guy, if you talk to him in Shrouded Hills, he crashed the game. So he was placed there by the patchmakers, and those patchmakers actually crashed the game this way, which was pretty stupid. But this guy seems to be, I think, the original homeless beggar, and he has been here since the first version, so he is fine, not really bugged. And if you give him money, I think it improves your alignment. You become a more more kind of your reputation grows as a kind person. So let me show you something how you earn money in Arcanum. So first of all, we need to save because we are good. Everything goes according to the plan. I mean, my plan. And we need to talk to people now, and some people will be assassins who want to kill us, and they shouldn't be talked to, because if you talk to them, they will have a chance to attack you actually, and you are not this strong guy. I mean, I'm not this strong guy. I don't have high strength or constitution, and they will not be afraid of me. So if I talk to them, they will probably attack, or they will just say like, mind your own business, I'm just drinking, which is a nice scenario. So let's try. I think this one is this actual assassin. So let's say hello. How are you? What do you know, friend? Just enjoying my drink, friend. No offense, but I'd rather just be left alone. Aha, that wasn't an assassin. So that's just a person. Let's talk again. You're welcome. What do you know, friend? Just enjoying my drink. No. Hello. Yes. Thank you. Hello. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So there are 3 ways how your conversations in a tavern could unfold. So the first way you saw was just a person saying that he is just drinking and nothing and wants no conversation. Second way is the guy says, well, the Zeppelin crashed, Zephyr, which we were flying on, and then you can tell like it was me who crashed there, and he says something like, wow, have better luck in the next time, or just next time, or he can say, well, here's some money, or a lady can kiss you, or she can offer you to drink with her, which basically leads to nothing. And the third option is they will suggest playing a game, which is for 500 coins, which is quite a lot for the beginning. So if you roam around all the taverns in Tarant, in Blackroot, in Durnholm, where we are now, and you kind of talk to all the villagers, all the city dwellers, then you will earn like around 5,000 coins in total, which you can spend to buy some essential equipment, bullets, and so on. So that's necessary, and I have only 75 bullets left, which makes me quite vulnerable. So yeah, he says, just having a drink. Hey, perhaps you are interested in a game of wits. I'll bet you 500 coins you don't know the answer to a question I have. What do you say? So there is a chance I actually know the answer, of course, because I know, well, I would say 90% of the lore of Arcanum. So I can reject, which would be massively stupid. Who is the master mage in Tula? It is Simeon Tor, of course. Thank you. That's plus 500 coins for me. Thank you. I appreciate. The next guy. Whoa, that's half work. This is the assassin. A pleasure is to meet you, sir. He is so polite because I have this red tuxedo of mine, and otherwise, if I were naked, he probably would say something nasty. And I am asking, what do you know? What do you know, friend? Oh no, he is also. Yeah, this is the assassin. You see, he attacked me immediately. And he will kill me. Because he had a poisoned sword. So that's exactly who you should avoid, because he will tell you nothing good. And you don't want to kill them because they belong to this place, right? So they are actually creating this ambient, this feeling of the atmosphere. So if you kill everyone who you don't like, well, then you will probably, how to say, make the place look desolate, abandoned, gloomy, and at the end of the day, at some point, I'm going to spoil massively now, at some point assassins will stop haunting you because something will change in the story. So I don't want to kill them because I know they don't want to kill me that much. They just want to follow their orders. So I'm going to proceed talking to other villagers and gaining 500 free coins. Can I help you with something? Greetings, good madam. She is the innkeeper, so she's of no help to me. Then I need to talk to this villager. Looking for someone. Yes, it was me. Look. I told her the story about Zephyr, and she says, "That's an incredible story, sir." Her eyes light up. "And you are an amazing man." She looks around mischievously. "I know it's not proper for a lady to do so, but would you allow me to buy you a drink? It would make me so happy." And I say, "Sure, drink it." She smiles, sliding closer, placing a hand on your own. "Thanks for drinking with me, sir." She takes a long pull from her champagne glass. "Good day to you." Good day. So some nice, what's that? What's that? The same word in Russian, I think. I've forgotten. How do we call this? How do we call this? When we have some kind of social games of attractiveness. I forgot. Probably I haven't done it for a while. So yeah, I don't remember what we call it, but it was this. And I don't want. I want her money. I want 500 coins from her. So let's play a game. Come on, I want your 500 coins, not your freaking drink, not your glances. I want exactly your money. No, I know you have 500 coins. No. 500 coins. Yes. Yes, this game, 500 coins. If I know the answer, I'll win. I know. Your question is, the IFS Zephyr was... What is it? Huh? They keep calling it a blimp. That's what I'm going to say. Thank you. Plus 500. Now I have 1,998 coins. That's the year when my sister was born. So, yeah. It was the best event in my life, I guess. So, then I'm going to talk to... nobody else, because this is Volunteer. Don't want to initiate a conversation yet. This is an assassin. This is an innkeeper. This is the barman. This lady I have taken, I have freed her from her money. This person I have also freed of his money. This lady I don't remember, but nothing actually. Well, let me check what she wants. I don't remember. Something unusual. It's an honor. May I ask a question? What do you need? You are the most gracious ma'am. So I just complimented her for nothing, which is, yeah, I think. Yes, I'm still trying to remember this word, which we use in Russian and in English for the same. Can't remember. Losing something important in life, I guess. Well, this quest I told you about, which was funny. So there is an old woman living in one house, and there is an old man living in another in this house. I think a boat maker. So I'm going to talk to him, but before that I want to save the game in case there is another bug which I don't expect coming. So he should be very kind of like he's an old guy, and he is also very angry, bad-tempered. How should I voice him? Like, order. Let me try. What can I help you with? What is your name, sir? The name is Bernard. I work the docks here. What little work there is. I'm stupid. That's not him. That's his son. That's his son or his grandson. Yes, that's the young guy, and the old guy will be somewhere else. Is there any work for me around here? Are you daft, man? Look around you. Durnholm is dying. There is not enough work here for citizens, let alone a drifter. I'll be going now. And I think in this place. What is that? Hello again. We've met before. Don't remember that. Yes, this guy. This cast old man snarls in new direction. Yeah, what is it? No. Yeah, what is it? Yeah, what is it? May I ask for your name, good sir? My name is Archibald. What of it? Nothing, simply being polite. Good day. That's the end of the conversation for now, but I'm going to proceed. I'm going to ask this guy. Yeah, there is nothing else he can tell, so I need to go to that woman first, who is the quest giver, and who will ask me to go back to Archibald. I just need to remember where she lives. I think she lives exactly in this house. Yeah. So there is a story between these two people, which is a story of love. Yeah. What the hell is this word that people use for romantic games? Like to play a romantic game, like glances and some nice words. Flirting. Freaking thing. Flirting. It is flirting. That woman in the tavern was flirting with me. Flirt. Can you imagine what my life has become that I imagine the word flirting? That I forget the word flirting. Oh, right. So, the quest. The old woman is sobbing quietly. Hello. Is there anything I can help you with? I wouldn't wish to burden a stranger with my troubles. Please tell me, perhaps I could help. A family heirloom has been stolen. A silver ring that belonged to my grandmother. Do you have any idea who could have stolen it? No. It has been missing for years. I fear I will pass before I see it again. Where did you last see it? I entrusted it to my son before he died. When did he die? 20 years ago. I lost both him and my husband to the plague. I've been alone ever since. Who else could I talk to about your son? A man named Archibald was friendly with my son before he died. How can I find this Archibald? He was living down by the docks, last I heard. I'll talk to him, perhaps he knows something. Thank you, kind sir. I'll return shortly. And I think it was cringy beyond any recognition, measure, conceivability, and imagination, but I apologize. I have to practice somewhere, right? I mean, I can be practiced by myself, by myself, but that would mean that I wouldn't have time to stream. I would be only talking to myself in strange, cringy voices alone. And why would I do that if I can talk in strange, cringy voices with you, right? So that's the point. Archibald, Gladys sent me to ask about the ring. So Gladys, her name is. Gladys, that old hag, I'll never give her ring back. Never. If you come by here again, I will have my son Bernard give you a sound thrashing. I cannot believe you would be so cruel to an old lady, sir. You will leave my home immediately. I'll call my son Bernard. Do you hear me? All right, I'm leaving. I could, of course, attack him, but actually that's not necessary at all, because the idea is that the quest is going to be finished very peacefully and romantically. I remember the first time I was playing it, I actually failed. I mean, I killed him, and I was full of regrets later as I read the description of the quest. A good day to you. Will you allow me a few more questions? Are you the son of Archibald? Yes, why do you ask? Gladys thinks your father might know something about a ring. Not this again. Every month or so she finds someone to send over here to try to get the ring from my father. This is so tiresome, really. One would think they were school children the way they carry on. What do you mean? My sister and Gladys' son were engaged to be married some 20 years ago. Then the plague came. He shakes his head in sadness. They both died, along with Gladys' husband. The ring she sent you here to find was the strangest, the engagement ring her son gave my sister. Then why does she say it was stolen? I don't know. It is some perverse game they have been playing over the last 10 years. She finds someone to come look for the ring. My father yells at them and sends them away. It's really the only contact either of them has with the outside world. Have you tried to talk sense into them? Yes, but I gave up on them long ago. My father doesn't want to hear anything about it from me. He just sits around waiting for the next fellow to come around asking about the ring so he can yell at him. Perhaps you will allow me a few more questions? Sure, what do you mean to know? I must be off. Well, now there is a trouble. I don't really remember what I am supposed to do. I think I should use persuasion. Oh, it's you. What do you want now? Did that old hag send you back here? No, I had a conversation with your son. He looks pained. What did that young fool tell you? He doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. I know what's going on between you and Gladys. What are you implying? I want nothing to do with her, I tell you. I think Gladys is attracted to you. He looks at you, unsure if he heard you correctly. I might have believed that some time ago, but not now. I mean, look at me. She confided in me that she was interested in you. Honestly, you think she'd talk to me if I returned the ring? I'm sure she'd want to show you her gratitude. Would you take the ring to her and tell her I'd like to talk to her? It would be my pleasure. And that's how we proceed the quest. And we are moving into the fence straight forward with the wonderful script of the game, running mechanism. But it is fine. Well, I so badly want the speed rings. It's not about drugs, it's about the energized rings that give you agility. So, the old woman is sobbing quietly. Hello? I found your ring. You did? How did you find it? Archibald gave it to me, along with his regards. He did. How thoughtful of him to think of me. You should pay him your respects. What a grand idea. I'll do just that. Thank you again, young man. Good luck. Good luck with your sick relationship, old people, but I think you probably should be happier now. I mean, that's this conflict resolution. That's where you study pacifying, negotiating, finding bridges between people in computer games. and there is a risk that you will be treating everyone as a quest giver, and this way nobody will actually look too like. You will think that people are all quest givers and that they will always kind of want to, how to say, to react positively if you do something for them. You will seek this. I mean, that's, I think, my story. I just try to guess what they want and complete it, because to me it's this kind of experience points and skills improvement and reputation in the world, and it the whole thing becomes a big computer game in life, and that's pretty funny. Something about this shop. I think there's a quest about this shop and this shop. I think, yes, there is another diplomacy game here. Let me remember who this person was. Just a regular trader, I think, so I will voice in my normal way. It is good to meet you, very good. Interested in trading, good sir? Should I sell the sword right away? I think I won't do that. Yeah, that's pretty what I need bullets, that's what I need, definitely. Thank you. And now I need to ask him about business. Could you... Oh no, I think not him. Then probably the shop down the street. How is it, guys? Anyone on the chat? I mean, I see there are people watching, but I mean, how is everything? Any news, any stories, any changes in life, anything, any special emotions to express? How are you, sir? What sort of wares do you carry here? Nothing fancy. Okay, I think I'm mistaken. It's not the it's the wrong city. It's not the city which has the quest that I'm talking about. It's probably Blackroot. It's probably in Blackroot. So, what will I do? I will go to the king. I'll go to the king. So, yeah, and there is something I want to talk to him about. There is an nasty guy here. I think it is Sir Garrick. No, it's not him. Where is Sir Garrick? Or Garalt, or Garrick. Human guard. Yes, this one, Captain. He will talk nastily to me. Stand fast, sir. You have the honor of addressing Sir Garrick Stout, Captain of the Durnhelm Guard, the Master of Melee. What say you, citizen? Sir Garrick, I have a question. My duties are calling, be quick and do not waste my time with frivolous matters. Do you have the time for more questions? Really, sir, I don't have time for such common trivialities. Bother me no more. And that's this nice man who is the captain of the city guard. There is a quest which I've never completed with him, which is also a love story. I only read about it on the forums. No, nothing new. Feel terrible today. I had to code 16 programs and instead of refusing I agreed. Now my head is exploding. Man, I remember you had temperature and you were ill. Have you become better that you have been coding 16 programs? That sounds like a kind of challenging, tough task. What's your now condition of health? Human noble, that's the king. So, you know, like, I'm going to save now, just to illustrate something interesting to you. So that's first of all, you see what's the difference between 21st century and the game. Like, in the 21st century, you couldn't enter the palace with like 2 pieces of dynamite and several grenades in such a shady company. I mean, look at this ogre. And then you can plant the dynamite right on the king. Oh, actually...
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
Where is the explosion? What is it? Too late. Okay, okay. I see. So I can do something else. I can spot maximum, gambling, heal, pickpocket, repair, pick locks. I think pickpocket. And Virgil,
What is it that you want of me?
I need a piece of dynamite from you. Then I need to pickpocket and put the dynamite. Aha. If I'm not mistaken, let's wait. So, what are you going to explode or what? What the hell? Come on. That's so... Well, later in the game you can have a detonator and nobody will actually suspect if you place a special gift box with a dynamite in it. Nobody will actually think that you are committing a crime, but if you just place dynamite... Well, if I just place dynamite behind the king...
Hey,
Come on, no,
understand
please,
why we're
I want
attacking
it...
such a decent time.
I've been
That's
seriously hurt,
fine,
sir.
people.
Please help me.
Oh.
I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
That's wholesome. Wholesome, just magnetic. Look at this beautiful this is the quintessence of Arcanum. I mean, just and I mean I can just like leave now. Oh no, I'm enemy of Denholm. Because of your cold-hearted killing of guards and citizens of Denholm, you'll be attacked on sight if you return there. So yeah, now everyone hates me here, but I mean it was worth it, right? So oh no, come on, I'm fine. I mean I'm leaving. Oh, what a show. So, no, actually, yeah, that was extreme and unexpected. After that, my head is in agony, lol. Man, you actually are, well, lolling, but that's not what you should be doing. I mean, you have to take care of yourself. It's not the time to be risking about your health in no way, because that's dangerous, just not only for yourself, but everyone around. So, I mean, okay, I guess you understand what you are doing, but, well, tell me what the programs were about. And, you know, guys, before I talk to the king, I would like to have some tea, so just give me a 3 minutes break while I'm making the tea. Enjoy the music from Arcanum. I'm going to add some like that. I'll be back very soon. So, back to business.
Hey, I don't understand why we're attacking such a decent...
Ugh! I've been seriously hurt.
Okay. Just simple algorithms with simple interface to count some numbers under different circumstances. Kind of simple, but time wasting and power wasting. I see. And why would you do something simple and time wasting? I am honored to have someone of your fine heritage grace out with your presence. That's a king. I should be talking in a high voice and respectful and aristocratic. What? So you just walk into the palace the first time. You organize several massacres before you actually start behaving, and then you asking the king himself, what has happened to your lands? Like, not paying attention to his status. But I'm going to do that anyway. What has happened to your lands and hands? We are poor people now, with limited resources, and I fear my citizens are slowly starving. Cursed technology has toppled my dear Cumbria from its former glory. Could I be of any service to the kingdom? No, first, how did this all happen? I courted the mages of Tula in an effort to defeat the technology-driven madness of Ireland. They swore technology was weak compared to the magics they wielded, yet it was strong enough to defeat our economy. Why haven't the mages helped? They couldn't face the truth after their ignorance doomed me. Eventually, they all fled. And I can actually... this is the most insolent, the most barefaced, the most arrogant character. I remember there was this review about Arcanum. It's a very black humor game. It can always be very toxic to people. So imagine talking to the king and saying, tired of listening to you, I wager. Yeah, I don't think that's the best. Actually, even that he is a king, a bad king, and he is a bad king, he still kind of, I think, deserves some respect. At least that he doesn't really see his mistakes, and he deserves pity. Perhaps I could be of service. I have need of a courier. There appears to be some sort of problem with Blackroot, one of our outlying provinces. I could use someone to look into it. What's the nature of the problem? 2 years ago, Blackroot sent word that they could not meet their taxes. Their crops had failed. I haven't heard from them since. I need someone to investigate and collect what I'm owed. 5 gold bars, I believe. Could they have betrayed your majesty? Never. They are my loyal subjects. Would you be interested in such a venture? I'll give it a go. Splendid! You have returned. The task isn't quite finished. Please make haste. I'm anxious to resolve this matter. I'll be off then. Okay, so we get this task to return some gold from another city, another town, and we actually don't know where it is. Yeah, I need help. I need to know where Blackroot is. Maybe this guy will help? No, he won't. And you know, like, if you are in Oblivion, the game, the Elder Scrolls, you would probably rummage around. You would kind of look what this palace has, like you'll try to steal everything possible, every silver dish, every like everything. You will steal everything. But in Arcanum, not many objects are actually interactable, so you and there is, I mean, I remember the first time I came to the palace, I didn't even want to explore, and that's something bad about RPGs, that you don't really want to explore the surroundings. I mean, like, you don't really enjoy them, and I think that's the difference with Magnus. Why are you so slow?
How can I help you?
Yeah.
What would you like me to do?
Tell me.
How can I help you?
No. Tell me why you're so slow. Freaking you.
How can I help you? What do you need to know?
9? Why so slow? Faster than me. So, when you play 3D games, like, I mean, what's that? First person or third person games, not isometric like this, you kind of immerse better. So that's why I'm thinking of, for example, playing Fallout New Vegas, or maybe Oblivion, maybe Gothic, the third part, maybe something else, just because it is just different. We could just have a look around and enjoy the view. So, by the way, what does Bernard say about? Nothing. He doesn't really feel anything about his father, I guess. Doesn't really care that his father now happier at least. Another gold source I found. Yeah, I think we've done enough in this city. Enough good. We can be going to the next place, and yeah, please have your money, you rascal thief. 20 coins I've spent. So I need to know where. Oh, I can thank you for nothing again. I need to know where Blackroot is. And who would tell me, I wonder? Maybe you? Who's in charge? So they only can complain about their captain. Man, I want to... What? I want some... Oh, how do I know how to get to Blackroot? I forgot. Maybe I'm already informed. Where is the map? Oh, I think the king told me. That's nice. So I think we'll be going to this Blackroot to just have a look around, because there is a funny quest there. Yeah, I can go to Blackroot directly. I know the location, so let's do it. Hope no more interactions with different enemies. I just want to save before I venture forward. Oh, look how nicely Magnus is kicking the wolves to the ground, like me at the beginning of the game. Again, wolf.
Sure. Right away.
seriously hurt.
Virgil. Leveling up, but not becoming stronger, not becoming smarter. Still killed by wolves. Right. I'm in Blackroot, which you see is not at all bad. Like, for example, Durnholm. There is a very nice place here. If you follow this road down the line, so that's a very interesting quest which I'm going to complete closer to the end of the game, because there is an almost unlimited source of monsters which you can use to raise your level. But I'm going actually to try to find a demon here, because I remember there was a demon. Yeah. Yes. That's what you... You see, it's actually very dangerous. Very dangerous creature, which I should attack carefully.
Seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
So, probably we should attack it all together. So, you're going to attack it or what? Magnus did... Who died?
I've been wounded terribly. Quick!
Whoa, that's tough. And that's exactly why I wanted to do that, because it's kind of fun. My head flew up like cabbage leaf. Stop! No, I'm not going to fight you, monster.
Jump! Do it right away.
Okay. Perfect. Excellent. Level up. The beast dead, and I think now it's going to be in my records list, you see. Baleful Hound. Most evil. And most powerful. So that's why I wanted to hunt here. It's interesting prey, which gives me nothing but diary entry, and also just some kind of change of view, because you haven't seen this monster yet. And there is also another guy roaming around the forest. I remember I bumped into it randomly, which isn't going, I think, to happen now. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to be now... Where am I standing? Stop and go back. I do this to be in the center of the city immediately, because I didn't want to walk all my way back. So I have my level up. So I should go with diplomacy, because I will need diplomacy for this city again. Yeah. So guys, it's night in Krasnoyarsk. What are you doing? Why are you not sleeping? Night in Krasnoyarsk, night in Blackroot. I mean, I'm talking in case if the people who are now on the chat are from Krasnoyarsk, because could be that we have people from other cities, actually. Why not? Could be nice. Let's see. Can I not come? It's I see. Morning only. Right, now it's morning. Can I enter? Thank you. So I need to see the king, who looks exactly like me, right? So can I replace him? I think I can. I can also put some dynamite into him, like the last time, but I'm going to actually take the quest. So hello. I'm here on behalf of King Praetor. There's just one more character in the city who was banished by King Prethor. I could take him and travel with him together to actually win his favor in the eyes of King Prethor, but it's going to be too long. I mean, I'll have to leave Jaina in Denholm again, and also I think this guy will be higher in level than me, so he won't join, so to hell with him. It's his problem that he didn't want to be obedient in front of the king. So I'm here on behalf of King Prethor. What do you want? I'm here to collect the taxes Blackroot owes. Blackroot is allied with the Unified Kingdom now. I collect taxes only for Torrent. King Prethor would disagree. I care not of Prethor of yourself, sir. Cambria has left us to fend for ourselves too long. We are under the protection of Torrent now. So the Torrent guards are keeping Blackroot secure. Of course, they have their own procedures, but they have protected our fair town with their capabilities. Within their capabilities, what does this mean? Well, there are certain rules of property, you know, probable cause and proof of wrongdoings, as it were. Is there some difficulty they cannot deal with? I'm sure they will deal with our thievery problem in due time. Why is now not the time? The guards can arrest no one without proof, or so they say. What kind of proof? Thief stole my badge of office, a ceremonial silver dagger. If you can recover it from them, it would be all the proof I need to have them arrested. I accept your quest, my good man. That's what I'm going to do now. The thieves have been known to lurk somewhere near the outskirts of town. Their leader is an elf named Daktan, I believe. Godspeed, sir. Goodbye. Godspeed is nice, actually. Goodbye alternative. I like it. So, you see, Blackroot actually feels more civilized. As I said, much more civilized. I think there is even a train station. If I'm not mistaken, there is a train station, yes. And this train station actually will lead me to where Darktown is located. And we will have to fight him, because I'm going to kill him and take the loot and become richer by this. And save my game also. So, trying to come up with some ideas to create a meme. Okay, what is this meme going to be about? Why do you want it? I will take control now. Stop running. Here I should find the criminals? No? Not here. I think I have forgotten then. Where? Not here. Right. This is quite interesting. You see, Arcanum is this game which limits your vision much. I mean, you cannot really see a lot. Ah, yes. So they are just like a little bit further than the train station. So what do we have here? Here we have one ogre, one henchman, the elf, and another henchman. So 4 in total, right? And then I will need to run here and eliminate them. So let's talk first. Be quick about it now. I have to be on. I was told I could find Daktan out here. And what business would you have with Daktan if he were here? I was hoping for a conference among thieves. It seems he has something I need. I've been sent by the mayor of Blackroot. I'm going to be honest. The mayor? Huh. A very personal friend of mine. I am Daktan, and I hope for your sake, my friend, that you are not here to defend the mayor's honor. I'm here only to retrieve his property. And if I have it, how do you intend to obtain it? I'll loot your corpse for it. No, I'm just be running. I'll just be running.
A friend! I've been wounded
Oh,
terribly.
Magnus, come on.
Quickly!
Come
I
on,
need
Magnus.
healing.
Oh, they're quite strong, I should say. Not that strong, actually. Look at how Jaina kicks. That's a strong woman. Feminism, victory. Ah, good job, guys. If only Magnus hadn't died. So actually, without conversation, I'll just begin shooting.
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
I hate you guys.
A friend! I've been...
Okay, I see. Sorry, there is a problem with sound again. Hell. This is a difficult battle, you see. Not an easy one, because I came here without good weapons, without good armor, and I don't...
How can I help you?
Horrible. Magnus, sorry, I need...
What are you doing? Those are mine. My grandfather gave me those. Outlanders.
Okay.
Never end.
Ooh, hard. Okay, I see. Okay, Virgil dies, inevitably. He should be not tanking, actually. What if I try step-by-step battle? That's an alternative, so you can play like that. And I'm going to die now, because... Virgil, why are you walking like that? Okay. Oh, stupid. This time Jaina failed the first. Whoa.
I've been seriously hurt, sir. Please help me.
Do I have potions? Yes, I do. I'll
What
give
is it
them.
that you want?
I'll give them to Virgil because I want him to survive the battle. I'm kind of tired of this. Oh, and I think I will give Sog... I will take this freaking weapon from Sog, give it to Magnus. That will be better. To Sog I will give this sword, and I think we will be more prepared for the fight. Now Sog can fight more efficiently. What happened with me? Why am I losing so much stamina? And that's how we win. Victory. Oh my god. Now there are also kites to boot. Wonderful. Just never-ending battle here in this place. Okay, now we are finally good and we can loot the enemy. You see, there is a lot of stolen things, and the dagger and candlestick and vase and the sword and the all possible things actually. So what I will do, I will just first of course loot everything. Yes, I think. And the final guy. And you see I'm almost not moving because my body cannot hold so many items. I have speed 1 because of overweight and overload. Well, revolver I have. Is it the same revolver that I have? Actually, now I feel kind of... No, my revolver is better. You see, mine has TH plus 3 and this one doesn't have the same, which is quite cool. His voice reminds me Minsk. See battle, boo, run. Oh, if only I understood those references. Unfortunately, can't really brag about it, and I feel again quite ashamed with that. So, can I also loot anything? Anything else? Everything else is empty. Okay, let's distribute the armor. So, Jaina will have leather armor. I will take her dress. Now she is more... well, she is now like a ghost. I'm afraid to see what will water elementals look like. But fine. So Magnus, this is for you. Weapons, axe, sword, bow, pistol, revolver, sorry. And Virgil, for you I have a dress. He even didn't use the potions, you see? How careful he was in the battle. I need to give him the arrows because I don't need them in my inventory. And that's, I think, pretty it. Yeah, and what? And I need to give her the coca leaf. Yeah. Perfect. Now I'm going back to Blackroot because I need to finalize the quest. Now she looks fine, you see. Actually, armor suits her, kind of suits her. And I'm going to wait till morning, and that will be the good time to go and finish the quest for King Prather. So yeah, sometimes battles turn out to be quite harsh. Actually, don't remember if I set the game to make the adversaries as strong as me at each level. I'm not sure, but I think I didn't do that. I hope I didn't do that, because that's kind of unsettling, because I'll have to challenge myself every level, and I don't want to. I want to kind of feel godly, divine, shooting everything without selection. So I have retrieved your dagger. Excellent. Give it to me and I'll give the thieves arrested at once. I'll have, sorry, the thieves arrested at once. Your guards can't even protect you from petty thieves. Your point is well taken, but what would you have me do? Give me the taxes and align yourself with Cumbria. I accept your proposal if you return the ceremonial dagger to me. I can mock him. Is that confounded dagger all that you can think of? Here is your dagger, sir. Thank you, funny guy. Your resourcefulness amazes me. Thank you, sir. So, yeah, I've completed this. There is a chest of gold, which is 300 stones in the local way of counting things. I still have some weight on me.
What is it that
Don't like it, so I need to give Virgil this and this and this, and now I'm light and I can run quickly. So this guy, who is the manager or whatever he is in this city, is actually stupid as hell, because I mean he's so there is this Durnholm, the town that we were in previously, which is terrible, dirty, old, dying, with a mad king as the manager, and there is Tarant. Oh yeah, grave lurker. That's what I wanted to kill. Hello, man.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Yes. Cool. Very nice monster. Most magical, grave lurker, most tech, Daktaan, most powerful. Well, I've killed lots of interesting enemies so far, lately, I mean. So, yeah, back to the point. So, there is this Durnholm, which is just an absolute hole, and there is Tarant, which is the center of the civilization in Arcanum. And this guy, because somebody just told him like I killed the thieves, changes his alignment, changes his alliance, changes all the promises to get back to the absolutely dilapidated kingdom of Durnholm. And this is, I mean, there is no surprise he is like fucked all over. I mean, he is just being absolutely delirious of the situation around him and in his territory. I'm sure he's going to end up very badly. He is going to lose his position to some no less tricky than me guy or king or whatever. Maybe his assistant, counselor or whatever. I mean, he is absolutely deranged and degenerate, miserable. Not a bigger degenerate than this king, but I mean this king is at least kind of, I don't know. I mean they're both deranged. That's the point. Splendid, you've returned. I've brought you the taxes. Please give them to me. Here you are. Excellent. Thank you for retrieving the taxes. Here's your share. Anything else, my lord? There's something of a personal nature. Well, I should come back to this voice. There is something of a personal nature. He drifts off, seemingly lost in thought. Such as? He shakes his head slowly. No. This is an internal matter. I will find another way. He thinks for a moment. Perhaps I could use your services at a later date, though. Until later then. So what he's talking about is his daughter, and there is a quest connected to his daughter, but we will be able to pick up the quest when we unlock Caladon. Caladon is another city which is located here I think. Yes, here. No, somewhere here. So on the across the stone range. The mountain range. So you can only get to Caladon after like lots of playing hours, and when you unlock the city, then you can go and Caladon is, I think, one of the most beautiful cities here in this world. So when you can go there, then you can take this quest from King Pretor, and it's not going to be a very happy quest, I must say, because there will be some sad circumstances connected to the quest. So what should we do? We should, I think, go to Shrouded Hills and sell all the shit we have. Minsk from Baldur's Gate and his miniature giant space hamster Boo. Voices pretty close with Magnus. Well, you know, man, I think you are informed and aware of my absolutely awful scene that I've never played. Look at this pair. I've never played Baldur Gates, which is, I know, shameful a lot, but well, what can I do about it? Actually, you know what? I think I need to have a trading session now. So, Jaina, I need you to produce some stuff for me. And then, no, I meant, what is that? Oh, of course, next page. So, and these two. And now, can you please show me what you have? Lots of things. I'm going to sell this and become again a bit richer. Yes, this I don't need. Thank you very much. Let's go to Ristice, our dear friend. Ristice, please open the door. Ristice, open the door. It is me, the vendor. So, or should I say, Ristice, your vendor. Open the door. Yeah, that's better. Open the door. Open the door. That's the song. So, sorry. Then, should I buy something from him? No, he is going to rip me off like a jerk who he is. I need to sell. No, I take this. I take all this to sell because, not to sell, but to make something special out of this with Magnus's help. Magnus, I need to take this and 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 this.
Hey,
sorry, of course.
I didn't say you could.
It was an accident.
I
know, yes.
That's a special book to me.
Of course, yes. It was an accident. I wanted to take something else. Magnus, what is this? Rowan's Almanac of All Things Dwarven?
Ah, yes, that was a gift from an old friend. Bloody useless thing. Carry it more to get a laugh than anything else. As if a dwarf would need such a foolish book.
Would you mind if I held on to it then?
Yes, of course. You keep it for a while. As I said, good for a laugh or two. But, could you just make sure and return it? I mean, when you're quite through, it was a gift after all. You know, lots of memories. And, well, just make sure it stays in one piece.
Magnus is lovely. I think next time we play Arcanum, which will be probably on my birthday, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm saying because it's already Tuesday. So I'll be telling you the story about Magnus. For this purpose I'll keep the book. Well, actually,
what is it that you want of me?
Virgil will keep the book, and Virgil, I need you to give me this dress, this thing, this and this and this. Yes, that's what I want. Now another selling session. Well, I want to sell the dress. Well, I want to sell the large pipe. I want to sell the music box and candlestick and the vase. Pretty cool, some money. Yes. Then, Jaina, do you have something to give me? No. Magnus, have I taken everything? No. The bow. I need the bow, please. The long bow, specifically. Yes. Awesome. On the X, actually, why are you keeping it? It's mine. Yes, you will fight like that. So now Magnus has to have this metal because he is a smith. That means that he can actually do something about it. So look, we go to smith craft, and then we can make pure ore, which is the material which can be used to produce something more expensive and more of quality. And I need one more piece of metal from Ristitsa. 2 pieces. He has one for 99 coins. Are you mad? Have you lost your mind, you jerk? Ripped me off. Well, I'm too harsh with him. I mean, he has been trading with me for many years. I think since I first played Arcanum, it was, I think, 2010 or 2011. So Ristitsa has been servicing me for 10 years at least, and well, maybe 9 years, maybe 9 years. And I'm pretty tough with him. I'm calling him a jerk, which he is, but I shouldn't, because, well, he has been loyal and tried to give me good prices. So Lloyd, I have something for you. He asked me to bring him this ore of good quality, and I've given it to him, and that's grand. I really appreciate it. Come back here in a little while, have your dagger. So now I will wait 1 day standing at one place, and that's also yeah, I see a real pink. Not too bad. That just I haven't played. That's it. So imagine that you're Lloyd, and so you say like, hey man, hey funny guy, I need some pure ore from you, and you say, yeah, sure man, and then you are kind of you disappear for, I think I've been, well, what is this day? I think they tell here. I don't remember when we began, but I think I've spent a month definitely traveling around. I mean, month in-game time. And so, and he was waiting all this time. Actually, he loves me now. Well, I appreciate, man. I'm not ready for this relationship, but thank you. I really appreciate. So my dear beloved Lloyd. So he was standing and waiting for me, and then I arrive with this ore and I say, hey Lloyd, I have it for you. And then he says, well, sure, wait for 1 day, I'll be giving something interesting to you. And I kind of like I'm standing here for 1 day again without moving at all, like, and he is like looking at me and I'm looking at him, and I guess that's why he loves me now, that this spark, as we say, momentum, that something very special has been born between us. So I need my dagger, which you know, this kind of dagger, and yeah, so yeah, this is what he was saying. Fine steel dagger, which I'm going to sell to him immediately, because this is the shittiest shit you could give to me. I mean, have your pitiful 11 coins. Actually, you know what? Patches. In the previous patch, that was actually a mechanical dagger, which was interesting. It was unique. It was nowhere to be found. I mean, nowhere else to be found. Nobody else could give it to you. But now it's replaced by fine steel dagger, and patch makers sometimes make me pretty pissed off, I would say. So okay, have the axe, the longbow, the sword, the hammer, the mace, the revolver. No. Okay. And I'm not sure if I should sell the sword for the money he asks, because it's not identified yet. Let me try. How much is it if I buy it back? Oh yeah, it's not. It's more expensive. So I should first identify it, and then I will sell it to him for bigger money, of course. Just that you have to spend 100 coins on identification, and then if, for example, the item after identification costs 200, then of course it is more logical to sell it when you can sell it for 180, because you will win 80 coins which is pretty pathetic, I mean, to be trading like that, but I'm not the richest guy yet in the game, so that's why I have to be careful about my funds. Remember that every 4 coins is a bullet, and I want bullets a lot. And also I can make a very nice sword, so I need to buy this hilt, I think, fine hilt and guard. By the way, I was watching one nice YouTube channel which is called I think the guy pretends to be kind of Viking, and he talks about different swords and weapons and from games and from life, and he discusses the battle qualities, and so he was talking about many game swords and their potential usability, like about hilt. You see, for example, this fine hilt and guard. So the guard is this metal plank, metal bar that protects your hand from sliding to the sword's direction, so that you cut your palm into pieces. So for example, this sword, you see, the guard is pretty stupid, so you can't really block. Well, you can kind of block, but it's not, well, it's okay, it's fine. Let me see. Well, this sword, well, this is awful. Well, but this is a two-hander, so you're supposed to hold it firmly with 2 hands. But anyway, what if your hand slips a little bit to the downside because of the inclination of the hilt or of the guard? That means that you actually will kind of lose the momentum, that your hands will slip when your hands are wet and bloody, and that means that your sword will be kind of wobbling in your hands, and so you will end up being slashed to death because some stupid game designer actually thought that broadsword looked like that. And well, that's life. That's life, which is much more vicious than game designers would think. And okay, so I was talking about what? About making something nice. That is I think, fast sword. So Magnus, yes, you can help me. I need weapons section. Or not, what, this one. 1, 2, yeah. So balanced sword. I can make it from a fine hilt and guard and pure ore. So just for the sake of interest, so let's look. I can. Oh, come on, Magnus, could you please give me a hand here? I need this and this piece. So there is Lloyd again, my lover, who loves me very much. Now more, actually. It was 102. Okay, fine. This costs 48. This costs actually nothing because he doesn't want to buy it at all. He sold it to me, rascal. Okay. Fine, so 48 and 0. Now I go back to Magnus, give him this hilt and fine ore, pure ore, and then I can make the sword, and yeah, it is done.
How can I help?
And Magnus immediately grabs it, of course, because this balanced sword is a very just awfully crazy item. It has good attack damage. I mean the upper parameters are quite high, 12 and 9, and the speed is just crazy. It's 18. It's hacking like a madman. And I don't know, like, if you give this sword to your characters, they won't really prefer it to, for example, an axe. They would think that an axe is actually more deadly, but that's totally wrong. This sword is crazy shit. And if you also become an engineering electric mechanic, then you can energize the sword, so it will also become electric, and it will hit the enemies with charges, and charges will be for free, not like bullets. So if you, for example, play for a melee fighter, which is this case, and dodge skill with this sword, I think it's just hacking and slashing everything that you see. And I don't know why it's not so popular, I mean, among my characters. And he doesn't want to buy it, the stupid jerk. Also, well, let's see what Ristitsa can offer for this best sword in the world. And also look how elegant it is. 61 coins. Well, didn't of course wasn't worth the trouble. I mean, it's definitely more, should be more. I mean, the game doesn't really understand the value of the thing. Let me show you. So I want to save the game and use the sword to attack. Well, let me attack, for example, Jaina, because she is the weakest. You see how fast he is hitting, and that's me, who is actually a shooter, so I shouldn't be attacking very fast. And if I give this to Sog, and I am going to give this to Sog, he will just shred everything he sees. When I have an important fight, he will just eliminate everything and everyone. Yeah. How is it, guys? How is your mood at night? What's the plan for the night dreams? What do you want to see? If anything special, particular. I always want to see nightmares, because nightmares make me feel that I'm alive. And yeah. Could you identify something for me? This sword. Filament sword. Thank you very much. I knew it like 10 years ago. So I could identify it for you, but you didn't want to. Well, do I need any of these? I need the potion of haste, because sometimes it's very nice to be running like a crazy rabbit. Like, I'll show you again. So you see how slow I am now. Now I drink, and I'm like, ooh. Actually, not a lot. What is happening? 26. The speed is 26. Yeah, I'm much faster. Yes, of course, I'm much faster. So if I start shooting, for example, at Jaina, of course,
You bloody fool! Don't
I'll
be attacking
be
your own friends.
I'll be a berserk.
You bloody fool!
I can even.
Don't be attacking your own friends.
Well, that's what happens with Sog when Sog has this sword, because he hacked me to death, then he hacked Magnus to death immediately, and then he was about to hack Virgil, but just that I didn't want to see the death screen and I stopped this massacre. But I mean, Sog could just go to the city and hack everyone else there without any problems. So he is now a deadly machine, and he's only going to become worse. And I could also have another ogre in my team. I'm not going to, but I used to do that before I actually understood what the game was about, because I thought, well, like, if my companions are strong, I'm going to be also kind of cool with them, ripping everything to pieces, tearing everything to pieces. But then I understood that, like, if my companions are ripping everything to pieces, then I have very little experience from that, and so having damage dealers only in your company is actually very bad. So what you need is actually
What is it that you want?
good armor. Like, this is definitely not what Virgil has to have. It's actually very wrong. It's pathetic, and he deserved better. Well, I'm going to give him something instead of this shit. But actually, I think I can already do that because I have enough money. I'm going to go to Torrent now to earn some more coins. The way I did it last time in the tavern, I'm going to ask to answer those questions.
Sure, I'll do it right away.
Sure. Like my colleague from the teaching course said in Budapest. When I was in Budapest, I was, studying this this CELTER Cambridge course for teachers, and I had a Czech guy from the Czech Republic. His name was, well, doesn't really matter. So he was imitating this harsh Slavic accent. He was saying, "Sure, please sit here." And Magnus is not very far from that. Sure.
I'll do it right away.
Right away, please. Ride away on your chopper. If only you could make one. But in this game they have Zeppelins, they have Metro, but unfortunately no choppers yet. It would be cool, like, to cross the bridge on a chopper, laughing like mad. I mean, mad, not medicine, but mad, crazy on the way. So what do I want to do? I want to wait till morning, I guess. No, not yet. I want to... Ooh, do I want to... Yes, I think no, not yet. No quests yet. I need to go shopping first. I need to go shopping. I need to steal something. I need to win some money, answering questions. The shop I'm going to is located here. No, almost. Just a second. Yes, I need this location because the shop I'm going to is only open at night, which is quite a funny thing. Well, which is logical because it's a shop of dark magic. So I'm just very worried that Virgil dies like so fast that... Are you serious? What's the time? It's not night yet, so 4 hours. I will wait 4 hours. It will be deep night now. And it is open. Yeah, please. Sell me something. The doors are banging. Hello. You see, there is this baleful hound as a guard of the place, so I could actually eliminate. But as I said, killing people in the town where you are supposed to spend the rest of your gaming time, I mean, not all the gaming time, but a lot of time, like it's going to make you feel like in a ghost town. And you maybe remember this Morrowind very nice phrase which appeared if you killed some quest character, like you've killed with the death of this character your line of kind of story path is ended and you should live in a doomed world that you have yourself created. So that's exactly why I'm not going to kill anyone who I need in this place, and I need almost everyone because they are all dear to me in their stupidity and in this eccentricism and yeah. So what does she sell? She sells scrolls and shaman stuff. Well, stuffs are pretty stupid here. What I want to get is Gilliam's helm, and I think Scroll of Resurrect, but it costs 5,278 coins. Ridiculous. Actually, no, I don't need... Oh, listen to the music. Sorry. Listen to this. This is Tarant. This is a magical shop. I mean, that's pretty awesome. The ambient. That's why I mean, you play the game and you get to know the track, and eventually it gets so deep that you actually, again, you feel like home because of this music, because of some certain melodies. Let me see what I can buy here. Yeah, change of shift, guys. Change of shift. Let me see. This is an interesting thing. So I would love to have this Dorian amulet because Virgil needs it a lot. It improves your magic resistance very much. Makes him almost invulnerable. Creep armor is for rogues. Gnomish chainmail, which is magical, to give it to Magnus, who is a technical guy, is just the stupidest thing we could do. Dread armor is very nice for fighter, but no one is a fighter in my team except for Sog, and Sog cannot wear such things. He can only wear heavy plates, so that's why I'm not going to buy anything else from there. I would like to take this quest, I think. No, not yet. It's a long story to tell, so later. What I will do, I think, is I need to purchase this what is it? Rejuvenator Um, Restore life. Oh, much simpler name. So restore life is just 1,549 coins, while the magic scroll of resurrection is 3,000 or 5,200, right? It was. So, and they have the same effect. So I just revive a dead companion, which is, you see, it's not that you need it, you will definitely need it, but there are some situations in game in Arcanum where you are fighting with a lot of enemies in a cave, and then, for example, this stupid any of them dies, and you don't notice it because of this pandemonium, bedlam is happening, and then you think, okay, well, I'm good, and then you notice a corpse on the ground, and you've already saved, and you know you can't go back because it's been hours since you last saved something important, and so yeah, and you have to use this. It's kind of you see what's the difference? 10 points of defense. So, and now he's going to stop dying like a dying man. So he'll stop being so fragile. So what I was saying is that you need to think about future, that you have to be careful about your companions. Sometimes what you don't want to happen happens, and for this case you need to be prepared. I need this capacitor. Do I need this capacitor? I think I do. The ring needs a capacitor. I need two. I will buy the second one later. For the time being,
How can I help?
Magnus will be holding this capacitor, and I need to what? To put the restore life here, because strangely, when it is in the inventory, it takes the what's that? It takes the weight. So if I put it here, what? Strangely, I hear the sound, but I don't see the change. So, well, then I will return it to the stash. So I'm pretty occupied with items. Why is it so? Jaina, could I please ask you to produce some more fine stuff for me? Thank you. You guys on the chat, you seem quite attracted to Arcanum, eh? I mean, I'm pretty surprised we're still here, but actually I'm glad, because I'm enjoying. I'm in this mode when I can play all night, because Arcanum always feels nice. There isn't any time I played Arcanum and didn't feel nice. This is a game for all possible times. I need to buy these. Well, this is one of the most interesting things about the game. How to say, the blueprints for things, and they are very useful, extremely useful actually, but I don't have as much money as I want. So what I will do is, first I'll go to this tavern and play some. Come on, what is this so heavy that you have? 300. You are serious? That explains. Well, that means that I need to give it to Virgil, I guess, because Virgil is a magical guy, and he's not a techie, and that will probably prevent him from using it in stupid purposes. But I mean, he is not a problematic guy. I'm not going to kill anyone, so as long as Virgil is with me, I'm going to be fine. So over to the tavern. Who is the killer here? I think this one is the killer, the assassin, and I think I can talk to the rest. So this one is oh no, this is the assassin, so I've forgotten. The red jacket one, the red tuxedo man, is the dangerous one, so I need to talk to human city dweller. I know, but I want a game. I want your 500 coins. No, I need them. Please. I beg you. Yes. So, what's your question? Isle of Despair is a penal colony. Thank you for 500 coins. I'm too fast, I think, guys. I think I need to give you the pleasure to read the question completely. So, okay. So, that's another question here. The pits are located in the Isle of Despair, Ashbury, Durnholm, Stillwater, or Thanatos. Durnholm. Thank you. Then the next guy. Game. Okay, cool. The Panari religion is based on the teachings of Aranax, Trellian, Sinantor, Pelagian, or Nasruddin. Nasruddin, of course. Thank you. Well, 1,500 coins for me. I'm satisfied. Let's go. Let's go next. How much longer are you planning to play tonight? Well, are you going to sleep, man? Because if you are going to sleep, I can be free of service. I can be discharged, and I'll also be going to sleep because I have a lesson, in fact, at 10 o'clock, and I actually have to go to sleep already. But I don't know. I mean, it feels nice to be playing, and as you're watching, I'm still kind of... I have a reason to continue. So what I need to do is I need Sog to start attacking this. Oh, yeah, I need to do this like that, and I don't remember what will happen. Yeah. Well, guys are very nice. I mean, they're breaking the chest with their bare hands. Okay. So what I'm doing is I've just got 2,000 coins because this is the house where I can steal it without any trouble. This half-ogre guard doesn't even care about money. The guards don't care about money. Nobody cares about money. So easy money for me. Mechanical arachnids. That's a dangerous place. But not for the Sog. Oh, but for me. You see, they just obliterated me. So I need to just run in the hope that they will not touch me. Oh, come on. Don't die. You can handle that.
A friend! I've been wounded.
I've been seriously hurt, sir.
Okay, I see. I don't have my gun with me, of course. So what I'm doing is I'm going downstairs to fight the spiders that are quite dangerous for me and for my companions.
A friend! I've been wounded.
Ooh, that's harsh. Thank you, guys. I appreciate. And they're very, very strong spiders because the sword suffered 55 damage. You see, yeah. Now the chest is locked, and I need them to crash it again. Please, guys, could you do the same with it as you did with the chest upstairs? Let's wait for some time. So this is the Torrent Underground. So there is a lot of loot here, a lot of different creatures, zombies, rats, spiders, other shit which wants to kill you, which is okay. I mean, expectable. And Magnus is strangely trying to kill himself. Stop it, Magnus, please. Thank you. And immediately she steals the pyrotechnic axe. Now I know the blueprint for the pyrotechnic axe. That's actually not what I expected. I thought it would be something. Oh my god! I loaded the game. Apologies, guys. I wanted to... Thank you, Sog. You are fast. That was much faster than last time, which is good. My revolver back. Save. And the chest, which is empty. Pity. I'm going back. Back up. And I need to wait until Magnus is healthy, for which I need Virgil. I need to go for some time and maybe return after a while, but I'm not sure. So no, man, I think I'll be finishing then. So we actually have moved a lot. I mean, we have advanced a lot. That's kind of, I think, very different from what we did on Saturday. We were very active. So I think I'll just save here in the middle of the crossroad, and that will be it for today. The next stream I think will be on Wednesday because of some special reasons, but I don't want to talk about it too soon. And I apologize to those who were involved in the problem with Majesty 2. I really wanted to play it, but unfortunately it just wasted 4 hours of my today's life with all those problems with the stream programs and connection problems and login problems, and just ended up absolutely impossible to run. So, but that's what we have. Not everything is going to happen according to the way we want it. So yeah, thank you for the picture with another Pika face. I'm going to use some MZ2, which will be, let me choose. Very many nice pictures. Don't know which my favorite is. This one. I think I'll use this one. So guys, thank you. See you very soon. Saving again. This is my habit. And goodbye. Appreciate you being with me. And see ya.